What's going on, Witchbound? We're back with another episode of Fated for Fortune. This is a very, very interesting episode. This is the first combat session of Session A. Are we ready for some combat?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
100%, 100%. We have three people here with us. John Mark, would you like to introduce yourself? And then we'll go straight down.
I am Caesar Monkson. I swear I'm not a half elf, but I am. And I'm really cool, and I cast spells, and my character looks awesome.
I am Lucas' son. I am a hero for the village, and my goal is to get out of this sneaky little spot with these guys and make our adventuring party higher so I can bring honor to my village and to my name.
I am Arden. I am a blind gunslinger. Which seems incorrect, but it's true. I've been adventuring with Lucas for quite some time. I've got a butler named Godfrey. My past is a bit of a mystery, and I am also trying to get more fortune, but no reason why yet.
And I'm Gideon, and I play every other character. So, every other one. So, last that we left off, the adventuring party that I believe chose the name Borgandy's Godfrey, if I'm not mistaken. That is the party name. Yes, you guys are Borgandy's Godfrey. As they are entering the sewers, they took a king's quest that was specifically designed. It was specifically requested by the king to take out the Skaven that have infested the sewers. People running from the law right now. As last that we left off, they heard a scream from down in the sewers as they rushed downwards, and we are going to go straight into it. Roll initiative, okay? So I'm going to ask you guys for all your guys' initiatives. We're going to add them together, and we're going to... You guys get a surprise round, obviously, because you guys are getting surprised on these guys.
I'm going to be at 12.
Gotcha.
19. 3. John Mark.
Caesar. He's still a little drunk.
In 2 days. It's like a day and a half.
On average, that's an 11.3. So your guys' average roll is an 11.3. So we're gonna get right into it. It's about average.
That is like way above that, guys. I mean,
That's 1.3 above average. It's a decent amount. As you guys are right here right now, I will say currently your guys' line of sight, you guys can kind of see down this alleyway right here. This wall is blocking your guys' line of sight right here. I'll use the measure tool just so you guys can kind of fully see. This wall right here is blocking your guys' line of sight towards like this over here. But past that, this is blocking your line of sight, so you guys can't see past here. But you guys can see all of this right here, and currently you guys have not heard any or seen any Skaven in like this little area right here. But where you guys heard that scream from was more towards the right, towards like over here. But I will give the agency over to you guys. You guys can move in whatever way that you would want to. Your guys' initiative is all on the same turn. So combat started. What would you guys like to do?
It's strange that we haven't heard anything.
Except for that scream at the beginning.
I can run ahead and check behind the corner.
it smells down here.
It does. You have a
Yeah.
sensitive nose.
Pretty nasty.
I know you do, Arden.
Yeah, this is killing me.
I can run ahead and peek behind the corner. Yell if I see anything.
I like that idea.
I'll go up with you.
All right. That's about
I'll go this way.
30 feet will get me like here, right, Gideon?
Yeah, right around there.
All right. Can I do my step already?
Of course, yeah.
My feline?
That's not even what's it called?
And that's just until I use 0.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go right about, what, here? This is 50?
And I'm gonna go right about. Yeah, I can only go 30. I'm going here.
So right around there is 50. I will say as soon as you get there, the more you kind of go past it, you see that the walls kind of change from this area right here, looking like the area that you guys came down from is a little bit more newly built, but looks more sewer-esque. Once you guys get past that point, the walls do not seem sewer-like. It seems it it's not like it's not a sewer. Obviously, there's like this like mystical stuff running through, like potion waste and everything like that. But it almost looks like something this used to not be a sewer and something was kind of made from it. The walls look a little bit more like fancy than like a sewer should be. And same with like the actual physical like tiling and flooring. It's like it's almost like ceramic and things like that, which wouldn't be like classical and like characteristic of a sewer. And that's immediately what you notice. And on top of that, I'm gonna say that you see all of this stuff over here. So immediately what you see, let me pull these guys over. Holy moly. He's massive. He's too big. And even that's too big. Let me size him down real quick. There's another one right over here. They're gonna keep being massive and huge. Um, you see three little sewer boys. Right here conversing with each other. As they have not noticed you yet, I rolled their perception and they did not see you exactly yet. But they are conversing amongst themselves, and any more action probably will kind of throw them off to where your position is. But is that kind of where you want to stop with your movement and then kind of let Drew go off past that point?
I turn behind and I motion over here for Arden and Caesar to follow, and I kind of signal that there are people being as quiet as I possibly can.
Gotcha.
I'll follow.
Okay, cool. So you guys can use like an action dash right now if you guys would like to. Just to like kind of get up to where he is as well. And we'll say like right around here.
Sprint, not a breath.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like specimen.
We'll say you guys all get to right around there. Is there anything you guys would like to do right here, or do you kind of want to let the monsters? Because I'll say like how this will fully work. They would get another group perception check. It would be at disadvantage to your guys' collective stealth roll, or you guys can go right into it.
Is there anything I notice?
Immediately, so you kind of can see a little bit into here. You guys can see a little bit into here because this door is physically open. You guys see a doorway over here, obviously, but it's closed. As you guys see that there is like a room over here, but you guys see like in this room over here that there is kind of like a red light coming out from the physical room. But past that, there's a rock in like the middle of this like pool of like this like the sewer water, and then there's a rat standing directly on top of that. And then there's two rats kind of just right outside of that doorway, kind of conversing to each other. But it almost looks like this one in the middle is like a lookout, and the other two are kind of just conversing with each other.
All right, boys. What's our plan of attack?
Can I see all of these guys?
You could see, well, you could tell that there are people there. I won't say like you could tell because your blind sight goes 15. And then you could sense people outside of that when there's not like a massive amount of people. So I'd say you're able to see all of these people.
Okay.
What's our plan of attack?
Mm-hmm. I say we attack.
I'm picking up on 3. Lucas, why don't you go first? I feel like that's usually the
I don't
plan,
know.
and usually that pans out.
Usually it is, but we have a C rank adventurer with us today.
You guys
Caesar,
are
I want to see you get your feet
way
wet.
too slow for me. All right.
I will also say narrative, or just like in a physical sense, Lucas, you're the only one with an action currently. So if you guys do go on to it, the kind of trade off right now because they used both their actions to dash. So what I'll say right now is you guys can either kind of risk it to see if they see you before, and you guys kind of forego the thing, or you could just go for like an attack right now and maybe get one of them before you go off.
So I could throw my spear.
Yes.
How often am I allowed to do that again?
So it's an action to throw. and then it's a bonus action to have it return.
Okay, so I can just. Okay.
Yeah.
So I could throw it. Could I throw it in the middle and hit both of those, or no? I could only hit the one.
It would only be able to hit one. Yes, and then the surprise round would end if you would like to do
Are
that.
these aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead?
Rats.
Let's see. I have their stat block pulled up right here. List out the people again. List out the things again.
Aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, or undead.
This is. Where the heck do I see that? No, they're humanoid, unfortunately. Sorry.
Should I take a shot, guys?
No protection for you.
Should I take a shot?
This is the only chance we got.
I don't know if it is.
This is all we get. This one shot.
Caesar, I don't know if I agree, but maybe you're higher ranked than me for a reason. I'm gonna throw my spear at the closest rat guy.
Okay, 100%. Which one are you going for?
The red one that's on
Gotcha. Cool. So this one right here.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Go for it.
That's a +6 for DC, and then 1d6 +4. So remind me how I roll that again.
So it will be at advantage currently because this is a surprise round. This will give up the surprise round, so after this they will be no longer surprised. But roll 2d20 and take the higher roll, and then add whatever the plus is to it on top of that.
To hit, my best is 12 + 6 is 18.
18 definitely does hit.
Let's go. And for damage, it's a d6 +4, so that's going to be 9.
9. As you see, he immediately kind of like scurries back. He goes, "Hey, you trying to mess with the Swiss sewer gang? Get them, boys!" As they all kind of realize where you guys are. As I'll ask you for any other bonus actions, or reactions that you guys would like to do. But you guys are currently both out of movement and actions. You do have a bonus.
Can I bring my spear back?
Of course you can, yeah. And then, do you want to try going for the whatchamacallit? You have a sleep effect on the thing.
Oh, from my.
Yes, but I will say that's what I'm saying. Like, if you leave the spear in him, that's how the sleep spell fully works.
Okay, and I can just to confirm, I can just keep doing that.
Yes, as soon as you return it, the sleep spell is over. But if you leave it in, yeah.
I will leave it in.
Gotcha. So what is the DC? What does it say physically on there?
On the Google Doc, or
the Google Doc.
It doesn't say.
It's the spell. So I believe it's a Wisdom 14 saving throw. So I'm gonna have him roll this real quick. Let me see exactly what this dude's Wisdom is, because I don't think he's the most wise guy in the world. Okay, a -1. That's gonna be a 14 -1, which is a 13. So he is currently incapacitated, as he's hitting some Z's on the floor currently.
Night, rat scum.
As he is unconscious currently, so he doesn't have an action, bonus action, or reaction. But yeah, I'm gonna go into the monster's turn unless there's anything else you guys would like to do.
Can I do a bonus action?
Yes, of course.
Okay. I cast Blood Splash. All of a sudden, you realize I'm chewing gum. And then I start blowing a bubble. And it's like this nasty looking gum. Like red, disgusting looking gum. Where'd this come from? And then it just floats out of my mouth. What is the spell? And it just floats magically over to them. And
Don't hit the one that I put asleep, or he'll wake up.
Which one did you put asleep?
The one that's closer, so this red one.
Oh, so he's asleep. Okay, well that's fine. I have 60 feet of range.
Let's go.
And so then it just floats over to the one that's over the water, and it's just above his head, and it's just floating, and he kind of looks up. I'm assuming, and what's that? And then it just pops, just straight onto him.
Gotcha. Is that a spell attack?
Yes.
So roll for roll to see if you hit first.
Yeah. Dexterity. Which do I?
Or is it a saving throw, or is it to hit?
Let's see. Hold on. It says attack/save dexterity 14.
Yeah, so that's a spell save DC. So he's going to see if he fails, and then I believe he takes half if he does fail. It's going to be a 14. Are these guys dexterous? These guys do add a +2, so it's a 16.
16. So he makes it.
Gotcha.
So half of this. Oh, he takes 1. That's bad. Sorry, guys. Did my best.
What a peculiar spell. Where did you learn that?
You know, there's this guy. We'll talk.
Okay.
He's great. He's great.
I couldn't even see what was going on. I just smelt gum.
That was really weird smelling gum.
As that is going to be the rat's turn, unless there's anything else you guys would like to do. Okay, cool. So the first thing that's going to happen, this guy is going to try running over, and he's going to try dislodging the spear from him. I believe that you did, 9 damage, Gus? Yes. So how I'm going to rule it right now, I'll put this specifically on it as well. It's going to be damage, or 10 plus damage is going to be the thing for a strength saving, or a strength check to see if you could rip this thing out of it. That's going to be a 16 plus 1. So unfortunately, he does not make it. So he used his action to try to pull that thing out, and he did not. As that is going to be this Skaven's turn, and then he's going to immediately run all the way over, dive in the water, and disappear. And then this one over here is going to do the same, as both of them disappear off of the chart, and now I'm going to roll exactly what they get on magical effects. I see first one. So sorry, there's a lot of things to pull up here. So the first one. Okay. Sorry. It's incredibly funny to see some of these effects. So I'm just gonna tell you guys exactly how this works. A 1 through 10 is going to be a detrimental effect to them, and it's gonna be something stupid. And a 10 through 20 is going to make them incredibly stronger, and have different types of effects that are positive and make them gain health. As we're going to go for the next one. Holy moly.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound like a good holy moly.
Wasn't the best one. Holy moly. As they disappeared, and they are gone right now, and this one has this, so we're gonna...
Is it also bad if we go in the water?
I will say you're going to roll randomly on the table if you would like to. It is now the player's turn. You could give me an insight check on the water to see how dangerous it would be for you guys if you'd like to. Yeah, of course. All of you guys can give it to me for free.
Are you kidding me? Guys.
I got a nat 20.
I got a 3.
I got a nat 20 plus my insight, which is insight, right?
Yes.
Plus 3, so 20.
I'm going to give you the 1 and the natural 20. So I'm going to give you exactly what the best effect is and the worst effect. On a natural 1, you instantly die.
Okay.
Die? Or
yes. You're dead immediately. And how this water fully works is if you are in the water at the end of your turn, you will do a roll. On 20, it is perfect rat form. You become a terrifying blend of an apex predator and alchemist. Gain 10 temporary HP plus 2 to all rolls for 1 minute, and gain a multi-attack. So they become incredibly more powerful on a natural 20. And then past that, it's kind of ranging from instant death to incredibly stronger, and then there's like a middle ground towards the middle.
Guys, I don't know if we should go in there. I don't know how we're going to get to them, though.
You mean the thick sludge that smells like death?
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think I want to go in there.
It's valid. Well, this guy's sleeping. Should we wake him up?
Let's kill him.
You first.
So
I want to see what else you have other than the bubble.
Are they like aggressive yet?
I mean, they just dove underwater. You did just immediately attack them, so I will say they're probably not too happy at you guys right now.
I'm gonna run
Tried talking.
right here.
Why do we always forget to talk?
I'm gonna run right here,
Gotcha.
and then I'm going to. May I cast Agonizer's Scorcher?
Of course, yeah. Is it a roll to hit or is it a spell save DC?
It's gonna be a spell save DC.
Mhm.
Let's see. 7 dexterity.
It's a spell save DC? Yes. So he will automatically fail because he is asleep. So whatever the full effect of it is.
Okay. I'm gonna add.
Because on dexterity, it's him trying to dodge it, and it's pretty
Yeah.
hard to dodge when you're, not conscious.
My thing was a D4 for the charge,
Yeah,
right?
so you have currently
Okay.
5 charges on it, and you can add a D4 plus every single time with the charge.
All right. I'm gonna throw one charge on there.
Gotcha. So what's the damage that you're going to be doing for which roll?
Hold up. So 3 D8s plus a D4.
Holy cow.
Yeah, this rat's
messed
gone. All right.
It's crazy. He's already asleep.
Should I describe it first, or should I
What's
just
damage
roll?
first?
Okay.
Yeah.
14.
14. Yeah, this rat's dead. So however you want to describe this jit dying, please do.
Okay. So before I started walking, I looked at Lucas and I was like, "You want to see something cool?"
Show us, see. Show us, see.
Watch this. Run over, and I just like, I just like start doing like some spinning on the bridge with like some fire, and I'm just like, "Oh yeah!" And just, and he just disintegrates.
To me, there was a guy there, and then there wasn't a guy there because
My insight just like clears up and it's like
It's like the object permanence just disappeared. Just like, where'd that go?
fully
I like shout out. I'm like, guys, they might be doing magic. Somebody just disappeared.
Oh yeah, they did.
You could say that again.
This one's he's a little smart, isn't he?
That rat's gone. I will say currently you guys can kind of see a little bit of bubbling. If you guys wanted to, you would have to make a perception check to be able to hit them at either advantage or disadvantage. And then Drew, your rules are going to be a little bit more weird with how it fully works. But they are currently all underneath the water.
We all make another perception.
Yes, if you guys would like to kind of roll to see if you get it in or can get them.
I got a 15 plus 3, or perception plus 3, so 18.
So
12.
I have a 23. Ooh. I'm a perceptive guy.
did you roll? Did you roll it? Did you roll at disadvantage? Unfortunately.
That is a 14.
Still not bad. So who rolled above a 20? Nobody. Unfortunately, you can't discern exactly where they are. You could generally try to because you guys didn't lose it by more than 5, or did anyone get within 5 of 20? So 15 or above. Yeah. So you would physically be able to kind of see exactly where it would be, the general vicinity. So you would perform it at disadvantage. Drew, until you kind of move around or try doing like a bonus action as like another perception check to try to fully pinpoint where it is, you wouldn't be able to kind of discern where they are.
All right, that makes sense.
Can I go?
So, yeah,
wait.
yeah. I was just gonna throw my spear in the water and see what happens. I mean,
I-
where's the bubbling generally at?
The bubbling, generally the first one that you see is like right around here.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Susan?
I throw that spear, man.
Throw the
What
spear.
are we doing? We're just standing here.
I fly into the air about 15 feet near this edge here.
Gotcha.
I'm up in the sky right over here, and I look down into the bubbly water. I squint my eyes. I'm trying to see, and I throw it right around here into the well. First, I summon it from the scorched, burnt corpse of the rat. It comes into my hands. I look in the sky. I got my eyes squinted. Throw it right where I see the bubbles, right about where you said, like here.
Gotcha. So just make a attack roll at disadvantage this time.
So do I roll the hit first?
Yes.
Fantastic. It's gonna be a 6. That's not good. And then a 19. That's unfortunate disadvantage. And then DC plus is gonna be 6. So that's gonna be a 12.
12 unfortunately does not hit. So you kind of throw it through the water, and it's kind of hard to discern if it fully hit or not. But you feel that you throw it through, and it just like dives through the sludge, and probably just hits the bottom, and you do not feel like it struck anybody.
There's no resistance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. See them.
All right, I'm gonna sprint up to like here. That's as far as 30 feet will take me.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna like toss an like empty bullet casing into the water to like see. This is a bonus action to see if I can tell where they are. But I'm gonna like toss a bullet casing into the water to see if I can like tell if it hits the ground or them or something.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
This guy's blind. That's good. You can do more than you think.
And then
Roll. Using a physical action this time, you could roll like just straight. So just roll a perception check.
that's gonna be 16.
16. You can fire at disadvantage this time. You could tell the general vicinity, but not exactly where they are. You would have had to beat a 20 to be able to tell exactly where they are.
I'll roll at disadvantage. So I hold up my gun. I'm like, I think I got him. Dang it. It's okay. I have pretty good. Oh, so that's gonna be 17.
17 hits. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sure. I just shoot a single bullet.
Gotcha. So that would be at this one. So, or actually, wait. Sorry, you said 17.
17 to hit. Yeah.
Yes. You do beat that. So, please roll for damage.
Okay. What does a D10 look like?
A D10 looks like a D100.
I think, right?
No, it's a D8.
Oh, you're right.
A D10 looks like a D100.
This one. Okay. So that's gonna be 7 damage.
7 damage. Gotcha. So that's gonna be. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
And I can tell that I hit him.
Yes.
All right. I'm like, guys, I found him.
And I know I start getting excited because I know Arden can't really see well in the water. In the goop? You're on it today, Arden. Just hyping him up.
He's like, he's very didn't. He's like, all right.
Don't embarrass me in front of the wizard.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before it's the rat's turn?
I don't know if there's anything we can do.
I'm not a man.
We've done all we can.
As the rats are going to pop out of the water. So as you guys kind of heard my my reaction of the holy moly, this rat rolled a natural 20. So this red rat right here, you see that his muscles have grown twice the size and is now currently around 7 feet tall. As he does get a sneak attack on him, this rat pops up and he goes, "You probably should have talked to me before you take me out, mister." Went away. As he's gonna go in for a big attack. The first one is going to be at advantage because of that. So the first one's going to be on Caesar. That's going to be that is going to be a 19 to hit.
On me?
Yeah.
Ah.
You don't roll a
Sorry. Oh wait, hold on. My armor class is a 12.
12. So unfortunately, that does hit. So it's going to be a D6 plus 2, and then with his sneak attack or surprise attack, he's going to have another 2d6.
Does he have advantage or disadvantage on that?
He does have advantage on the roll.
Okay. Can I use my reaction to take that away?
How does that specifically work? What spot is?
I just read it a second ago and then I lost it.
Is it still 3 bars?
Why is it not? When a creature you can see within 60 feet of you is about to roll a d20 with advantage or disadvantage, you can use your reaction to prevent the roll from being affected by advantage and disadvantage.
Gotcha, 100%. I'll just re-roll it because it was a 19 or it was a 15 and then a 2. So that's going to be an 11 plus 4. So unfortunately, that still does hit. But honestly, that would have been a very, very good thing because if he missed, that would have been extremely huge. Holy moly. As that's going to be a pretty good roll from the rat. It's gonna be
Good roll from the
good roll
rats.
from the rat. It's gonna be 18 damage to whatchamacallit. And then I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Boop. That's my first good roll all night. Plus Constitution. Where's my Constitution? There it is. Plus 3. Dirty 20.
Gotcha. You see as this rat takes a bite out at you. You see that he has a corrosiveness to his physical teeth. As you could tell that if you got hit by that, it would have given a disease. As you guys kind of want to stay away from these rats, as they are very, very dirty as they live in a sewer. As the next one's going to go up right here on Arden. As the next rat pops up, you look over, you see that Caesar gets a big attack from inside of it, and then after that, he pops up and try to surprise you from behind. As we're gonna go right over to it. It will be at advantage. One of that was a D12. That is not what I roll. A 7 plus 4. That's only going to be an 11 to hit.
That might still hit. Let me see. No, I'm okay. No, I'm good.
Gotcha. So he comes up with a big bite attack, and you just barely dodge out of the way. As that's going to be those two rats' turns. They used all their movement to pop out of the water, so now I'm going to roll to see. On the natural 1, the other rats are not alerted to your guys' presence yet. As we're gonna go straight over to the next people or your guys' turn. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna run 30 feet back.
Gotcha. I will say that rat will get an opportunity of attack on you.
Wait a minute, Caesar. Wait a minute.
Guys,
Are you okay?
They're
Yeah,
both within 15 feet of me.
we might have to worry about rabies, guys.
Hold on.
Is there anything I like? Not look is the wrong word, but I'm gonna look at both of these and see if I can notice any weaknesses or anything.
Real quick, rally is superiority die.
Yes.
Bonus action.
Does it say bonus action or action?
You can use a bonus action.
Yeah. So it's a
Okay.
bonus action.
Fantastic. Sorry.
Yeah, no, all good. But we're gonna go. Sorry, Drew. What were you saying?
They're both within 15 feet of me, so now that I can clearly see them, is there anything I can weaknesses or anything I notice about them?
Give me an insight check. Yeah.
16.
Gotcha. You could tell that poison would not work very well on them. That's the only really damage immunity and condition immunity that they have. Past that, what?
Well, I just wanted to continue. I had a funny idea. I see Caesar get attacked, and like a JoJo's reference, I go, Caesar! Caesar!
Dude, I'm below
I am
half health right now. I'm dying.
Yes. I take both of my hands and I just start swinging on this rat.
Gotcha. 100%.
That's going to be to hit. And do I roll that twice since it's 2 or once?
What do you mean?
Since I'm hitting with both of them, is that still 1 to hit?
Yes. So one test.
And that's going to be 21 combined.
Gotcha. 21 combined. Where did my pencil go? Oh, it's over here. 21 definitely does hit.
Caesar, no! Boom. That's going to be... And because it's both of them, it's 1d8 plus 4. Because it's the big one, right? Or the small one?
It's the big one.
Yeah, it would make more sense if it was the small one. Because 1d8 plus 4 or 1d8.
Oh, I thought you were asking if this is the big rat or the small rat. It is the small one, yes.
Can I mage armor myself. Just
Is it a bonus action or a reaction?
I'm gonna kill you.
yeah. Utility. Action.
It's an action?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, yeah. Then you would have to do it during your turn as an action.
Just checking.
I roll to hit, and then I deal 7 + 4, 11 damage.
11 damage. As you see, you take him down from looking pretty good to starting to ooze out some of that nasty sewer water.
I start punching him, and I can recognize that Caesar is not doing well, and I like Caesar. We haven't been fighting with him for long, but he seems like a reliable ally. So then I use rally, and I'm not sure what that looks like roleplay wise.
I would think about it as almost like encouraging somebody else.
Hey, brother. Hang in there.
Yeah. How do I do this? It's just superiority die?
Yes, superiority die.
Incredible. And that's going to be 5, I believe. 5 shield for him.
Gotcha, cool. So you have 5 shield on top of authority.
So I start punching the rat. I look over and I say, Caesar, show him we mean business. You're higher than this.
You're right. The one that he hit is still alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna thunder wave this fool.
Gotcha.
Okay. Constitution throw 14.
Cool. That is a natural 1.
Natural 1. Just dying. I'm gonna throw a charge on this.
Cool.
2 d8 plus a d4 roll. Come on. 17.
17. That is insane. As you see this rat immediately pops up, takes a massive swing on you, and immediately I feel like because you dodged out of one of the attacks, I feel like it's almost like a, but what does it look like as you just evaporate this like ginormous looking rat around 7 feet tall?
So I'm hurting pretty badly, but Lucas, I mean the words they stuck with me. I felt something in my soul when he spoke to me, and I just jumped up and like just clapped this guy's head, just straight up clapped his head.
Gotcha. As you see the head just implodes and falls inwards towards the water. As he is now in the water, but very much so dead. As what would I believe that was your action. Do you have any bonus actions or anything like that, or do we want to swap over to Arden? What do we want to do next?
Can I throw mage hand on myself?
What do you mean? Mage armor?
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the wrong one. Which one was I looking at? Oh, that was a full. Yeah, never mind. Not a cantrip. Yep. Arden, show us what you got.
That they were poisoned was all I.
Poison is something that would not work very well.
That's all I got. Yes. So I'm like sensing him. I like shout back. I'm like, do they seem poison to you guys?
I think there's some rabies or something going on here.
All right. I'm just gonna take a shot at this one. Because I'm attacking, I actually get to attack twice, but I'm just gonna attack once first.
Gotcha.
15?
15 does succeed.
Okay, cool. I have such a +8 +2 is so insane. Okay. So that is 7 on the damage.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, I shoot him once, and then with because I only have one gun out right now. With my other hand, I like really quickly draw the second one, and that one is going to be a 19.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely does hit.
With 8 damage.
Cool. Yeah. You have definitely messed this rat up. He is not looking the best right now. As you take a little 2 pop shots off at him, do you want to take any movement or anything like that? Or
if I move, is he gonna get an opportunity attack on me?
He will.
Okay.
Yes.
No, I'll stay there.
Cool. Gotcha. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before we move on to the rat's turn? Okay, cool. As you guys did 58 points of damage in this turn, meaning that you killed already one. The DC will be 10 to see if these other rats perceive that you guys are there. That is a 14, so they do hear you.
3 gunshots in the sewer.
Guys, I think
And the evaporation of 2.
Thunderclap, yeah. Holy cow, they're gonna hear that.
Who brought a Smith and Wesson into my sewer?
I don't know what a Smith and Wesson is.
This is a Glock.
This is a pepper box.
What is that thing?
I need to make that part of my character.
Glazing.
Glaze art. Good shot.
Oh, my dear fellow.
You can't see any of that. Correct.
Gideon, I want to hear what they do.
No, you guys.
Every time
You noticed them rushing towards
every time we hit a rat and it doesn't die, I need to hear at least a noise. That's your rule.
Drew, you take 10 points of damage. Never tell me what to do. Never tell me what to do. No. But from that like illuminated red room over there, you guys see 2 priestly looking rats walk out of the room, immediately looking over to you guys, and they start both charging up something. As you guys start to see like magical and mystical energy running from across them. As this rat is dead, and I need to roll at disadvantage actually for one of these rats. So it's going to be a 3, so this one does not succeed. And one of them is a 12. So unfortunately, one of them does succeed as he's going to pop up out of nowhere. It's terrible having to resize down these rats every time. I'm gonna keep one off to the side every single time. As this rat pops up, he was chilling underground right over here. So he's gonna pop up right here, and he's gonna use as much movement as he can. Is
there not a rat in front of you?
The rat that was in front of you died.
Oh.
Or wait, no. That one did not. That one did not, definitely. We got that one right there, and I'm gonna. This one pops up right here. It's gonna get back up to. As you see this rat, after he took 2 pop shots in the gut from Drew last turn, he's gonna go for another bite. He's gonna lunge directly at you. Oh my Lanta! It's gonna be a natural 20. As unfortunately,
I jump in front of him.
Okay.
I jump in front of him. I'm like, Arden, no!
Gotcha. So you dive down all the way over here, pushing Arden back just a little bit, as you are now in the way of the attack. It still, unfortunately, does hit you instead of Arden. So I'm going to need... Yes. Actually, you do. So what is your normal armor class?
16.
Gotcha. So on this, if you roll a direct 8, you will avoid it. 7. Unfortunately, it does still hit. As I'm gonna need a Constitution saving throw from you.
All right. That's gonna be a 9 in total.
As you see the rat like dive into you, he was diving to lunge for Drew as you just swipe down and just like just tank it. But as you see, he launches his claws or his teeth into you for 9 points of damage, which is 4th to only 2. But you can immediately tell that this was not a very, very clean bite. As I'm going to roll a d10 worth of damage real quick. And please also give me a whatchamacallit, a insight check real quick. As that is 9 points of damage that is not halved.
Insight.
Yes. Or actually perception, sorry.
Perception. Sounds good. It's gonna be a 22.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is a disease that was specifically designed magically. So the only way to cure it is magical. It is going to deal a D10 to you every single hour, and upon reducing that's to your maximum health, by the way. So that's 9 from your maximum health points right now.
So I'm at 31.
Yes. It will take you, if it takes you to 0, you obviously will die, but it can only be gotten rid of magically. As he bites into you, as you start to see corrosion immediately start to form and get a little bit larger. As it started a little bit small, but now it's starting to kind of expand a little bit more.
It's just across my chest as I closed my eyes a little bit. Maybe I peeked a little bit just because I'm scared. And I reach my arms out and it goes right across my chest. And I just kind of let out a, ow.
Arden accidentally lets a little bit of concern slip through his voice. He's like,
Oh no!
As you see the rat's teeth are still currently in you, he's like, I was going for you. As this rat will try to get as close as it can to you, so that's gonna be right there. So you get right on top of whoopsies. He could oh my Lanta. He could get right behind this rat over here. But not able to reach you, as that is going to be the player's turn. Currently, there are 2 of the priestesses over here that just came out of this room, and then these 2 rats right here.
Can I do an investigation or perception into how smart the priest-looking rats are?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
If you would like to roll it, it's an insight check specifically.
Okay.
On them. I'll give you a percentage of their stat block depending on how well you do. So
Okay.
a DC 10 is going to be what you asked for. 15 is going to be more useful information. A 20 or above is going to be as much useful information as I can give you on the stat block.
10.
10. So you can tell their intelligence is what you were going for.
Yeah.
Say -1. So it's not a very, or actually wait, sorry. That's the it's a +3. Sorry, that was the stupid.
Difference.
Well, it was the Skavens compared to the Plague Priestesses, which is a little bit different. But I revealed some information that I wasn't supposed to.
What? You guys think you can take the 2 closer ones, and I might be able to handle the ones in the back?
Maybe. Caesar, I haven't told you this, but I really, really hate magic.
Lucas,
I know this is. Do you know what this is?
I have no idea.
You roll for it.
You start to see the corrosion a little bit. But yeah, you wouldn't.
I just said, you know what I said? I think they might be poisoned.
I said it was rabies. I mean, I
I think they're definitely
yeah,
poisoned.
and
Guys,
you
I
dove
felt
in
magic.
front of the guy. This
I
guy's
felt
blind.
magic. I felt magic. This is magic.
John Mark, if you'd like to, you could roll a history check to see if this is specifically derived from any power source.
Arcana.
Yeah.
12.
12. You could tell that this is not from a magical power source. This is more from a heavenly or divine power source. Which you would assume from the description that this would be Aerosol.
Caesar, you might be right.
You're Caesar.
Yep. Lucas.
Yeah.
Lucas, I think you're onto something. I mean, there's some dark forces at play here. Aerosol's dark, right?
Aerosol's dark.
Yeah. There's some dark, so almost aerosol like. I don't know who that is, but something like that.
Have you ran across this before?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Well, I appreciate your words of affirmation, but I don't want to get hit again.
Just hang in there. Just hang in there.
I'm still standing there, Wins.
I'm
my arms out.
gonna run back a little bit. I don't want to get near these guys.
Gotcha.
And then, so I'm gonna Tasha's mind whip these guys.
Mhm.
Intelligence check, but also reactionary balance. I'll use my final one against
What does
them,
that mean?
so they don't get their advantage.
They don't get advantage on this.
Yeah.
No, they didn't get advantage on it before.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, 'cause
You said it was a +3.
it's a +3. That one specifically counters out advantage or disadvantage, correct?
Right.
Yes. So that's their plus to get it. So
Oh.
they'll add a +3 to their dice roll.
You can use yours to run the roll for me. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Okay. So is it on both of them or just one?
Oh yeah, sorry. I am sorcery pointing this
Twin spell.
twin spell.
Gotcha. So the first one's roll. That's cocked. That's also cocked. I have too many dice in here. It's going to be a 9 + 3, I believe, because it's intelligence, correct? Yes. So that's a 12. And on the second one, that's going to be an 8 + 3, so it's going to be an 11.
Both of them lose. It was a 14. 3d6s. We use a charge on this as well. Do I do different damage to each one?
I would say for the charges specifically, yes, it would be different damage as well.
For the charge or just the
Or
whole
actually,
thing?
it's twin spelling, so yeah, you could deal the same amount of damage as well.
Okay. So 3d6s plus a charge, which I have 2 left after this. Roll, please. 14 to both.
14 to both. As that is very, very huge. You said 24, or you said 14, correct?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. What does that look like throwing that spell out? Because
So I stepped back and I have this orb, right, and I just kind of pulled it out of my pocket and I'm looking downrange because they're a ways away, and I just kind of spin the orb and just punch the orb. And the orb just goes flying across the sewer over the bridge, and just all of a sudden it starts just spinning like super fast, and this blue aura is coming from the orb, and then right before it's right in between them, and right before it gets to them, it just kind of splits off into 2 orbs and smacks both of them in the head. But the orb is no longer a solid object.
Yeah.
It goes into their mind. It's like bing. And it's all of a sudden their heads start radiating.
Okay. Yeah, as immediately they're put through the ringer. I'll say right now, on that hit, half of 14 is going to be 7, so they're going to have to make DC 17 checks to be able to hold this spell that they are going and charging up right now. Because it's going to be 15 + 4, so they succeed, and a 2 + 4. So unfortunately, this one does not succeed. As you see, they immediately got hit by that, gets dazed out of it, and falls backwards as they stop casting the spell that they were casting. But this one on the right over here, this one is still casting the spell that they were. As that is absolutely huge. Gus or Arden and Lucas, you guys still have your actions and everything like that.
I'm a little afraid to look. My arms are still raised. I'm letting Arden go.
I have kind of an interesting idea. What would it take to shoot something in midair, theoretically, into a direction that I wanted it to go?
What do you mean by that?
If something were in the air and I wanted to shoot it midair and make it go somewhere, what would I need to do that?
So are you saying currently that you want to be able to push them from the back?
No, theoretically, if there were an object in midair and I were to shoot that object in midair, would I be able to shoot the object and redirect it into a direction that I wanted it to go?
Probably not.
Okay.
There's physical things that allow you to do that in D&D.
Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, then I'll do the boring thing, which is shoot this rat. Arden is noticeably a little pissed at this rat, so he cocks back the hammer of his gun, because Lucas is now right in front of him and like levels it right at the rat's face. And pulls the trigger, so that's gonna be 13.
Okay. On this, it does not.
Dang it. Rough. Okay. Well, he misses. Shoots the other one because I get to do that. That's gonna hit. That's 25.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did my dice go? Wait, what am I? Sorry, I forgot what dice I'm rolling. My bad. Is it a D10? That's not it. 5. 9 damage.
9 damage. To the blue rat.
The one that is biting Gus.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. That rat. An undisclosed amount left, but you see as he immediately like winces backwards in agony from what just happened, and I think the claws or the bite kind of unlatches as he kind of falls down to the ground, looking very very badly injured. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No. Okay. So I feel the bite loosen and he falls backwards. And I'm kind of upset too, but I see that shot in his face. I see the look of fear in his eyes, and that fills me with some kind of courage. I fly up into the air, and I use my bonus action to summon my spear that was sitting in the water this whole time.
Yep.
And I catch it in midair, and I throw it right down, right in between them two. It's on not the guy next to me that just detached from me, but the guy right behind him. Yeah, I'll roll. I guess for
Gotcha. Go for it. That guy is currently untouched, but yes, if you would like to do that, 100%.
Okay. Spear. Okay, so to hit. Hey, where do my d20s keep going?
I have a ton of them over here. Just so you know.
Godfrey might not be in the dungeon, but
all right.
we do get a little dice goblin.
That's gonna be a DC of 18.
Well, wait. So, yes, definitely heads.
Sounds good. And then that's gonna be a D6 plus 4. Cool. That's gonna be 9. 9 to the target.
100%.
So I throw down my spear into the second guy, and right when it touches him, a beam kind of emanates, a burst of light, almost like a flashbang emanates from the tip of my spear, kind of dazing him and the person that was right next to him who was previously attached to my chest. And they just, their eyes start doing little swirls. Their tongue is kind of like, oh my gosh. They're not doing too hot.
100%. I believe it's a wisdom 14, just to see if they succeed. But it gotcha. First one is a fail. Second one is also a fail. So both of them kind of get dazed by that flashbang as they lose their action, bonus action, and reaction for this turn. As I believe, is there any other movement, bonus actions, or actions that anyone else would like to do?
Nothing in my chest. It's still hurting me, right?
Not currently. So you could still feel it, but yes, it's not currently doing damage. You could feel the progression, but it's not currently doing damage.
I'm in the air currently. I'm going to fly about, let's see, maybe about, let's do 15 feet back,
Okay.
kind of just above the water here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use my double movement because I didn't move last turn, and I'll probably go another 15, right about here.
Gotcha. Okay.
We'll do that. And I'm just hovering in the air and trying to survey the battlefield.
100%. Anything else anyone would like to do before the rats go?
Can I move? I
Yeah,
realize I haven't
you still
moved.
have movement.
And I'm not in range of...
They wouldn't be able to attack either way.
Oh, that's right. They're knocked out.
Because they're
Yeah, I'm just gonna move back across the bridge here.
Gotcha, 100%. So right, whoopsies.
Whoa.
Arden gets fat.
Yeah.
Eats too many burgers.
Arden eats 4 burgers. and
Lucas,
gets
I'm eating
fat.
burgers, Lucas.
Too much pot roast.
As Lucas does this crazy cool thing where he just like goes up with his spear, flashbangs 2 of them. Arden eats 4 burgers as he goes across the bridge.
There are like skeleton fish jumping from the river, and he's just like, you know that meme where he like comes back, grabs the muffin, swipes whatever food is in the rat's pocket. Yeah.
As this is going to be the first spell from it. So let me look this up real quick.
Shadows of money.
Hey, if I miss an attack, do I use that bullet?
Hmm?
If I miss an attack, do I still have to reload that bullet?
No. As that's going to be definitely not that one. There was a reason I didn't do that.
Sorry, unarmed strike. That allows me to move people.
It's a shove.
Like a shove.
So that's the shove action.
Yeah.
From an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Yes. You still roll the same to do it, but
You can also like grapple and things.
What is grappling?
It's like wrestle, like hold them.
Okay. Okay, and how would I roll for that? It's like a DC 8 plus proficiency.
It's an opposed strength check for grappling or something like that.
Oh, it doesn't do damage. It's just like you putting them in a condition.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. I know enough about D&D that Gideon can do his things.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So as you see on this rat's turn, as they're kind of charging up this magical spell, they kind of throw it outwards and then take a potion bottle from their back of their hands and just throw it at you instead. As they have a massive gas cloud that forms centered on this point right here, as that's going to hit both Caesar and Arden. As I need on your guys' turn, because that is the end of the rat's turn right there. I'm going to need both of you guys to, let me look this up real quick. That is going to be a Constitution saving throw.
That's going to be 16.
16? Okay. And then Caesar, I would need a Constitution saving throw from you as well.
I got a 9.
So Arden does save, but Caesar is poisoned. Which fully, let me look up deep poisoned attribute. Not poisoned. I could be wrong though. As John Mark, as you see this like massive cloud come up, you do get poisoned from it. Arden got saved from it. I will need you to on your turn, so that's going to be take 11 points of damage. Only 6 because of the shield. As I believe the creatures will also, if the target fails the second save. Yep. So the little rat dudes are going to try get in the wisdom save. One of them does succeed, and that is Omega cocked. And the other one fails. So this rat right here does still fail, but this one does succeed as he kind of wakes up from the haze, or kind of gets up from the haze a little bit, as he's going to charge forward. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As he's going to go for Arden. He's going to make 3 of his short sword attacks as he's going to just try swiping at you. That's going to be a miss, and a hit. So that's going to be a 5.
What was that? What did he hit on?
He hit on a 19. The other ones was like what? It was like a 4 and a 5 on the other one, so I was like, definitely miss. So it's 7 points of damages. He kind of just comes swiping at you as you kind of dodge out of the first 2 with your blind sight, as he just barely nicks you on the last one. 7 points of damage, yes. As that is going to be the end of their turn, as it is going to be the player's turn.
Those rats threw a potion.
Yes.
Do I know where the potions came from or where they're being stored, perchance, on their bodies?
You guys just love these potions.
I just
Especially when you don't know what the effects are.
Yeah, no. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, where's all still?
Can I?
Yeah. Well, you guys did take 2 of them with you.
Yeah, we did.
Yes. I believe, or actually,
Probably you.
I believe no, it was 3, and all of you guys are holding one of them.
Oh, okay.
I believe is what it was. So
Is it
technically,
really?
all of you guys are holding one of them. Now, what's your guys' varying range of how those potions work? Who knows? But
Anyway,
hmm
can I tell where the potions are?
take
being
an
stored on their
investigation check at disadvantage.
Yeah. Alright, missing that one. It's not gonna work in that.
You think that they're just kind of taking a little bit out of the water and kind of just checking it at you.
Man.
But yeah, is there anything else you or all of you guys all still have your actions, bonus actions, reactions, movement?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take a disarming shot at this rat in front of me.
Gotcha, 100%.
I do
Go
not
for
like
it.
that he just hit me with a sword.
I'm
That
trying
was
to
not nice of
disarm
him.
those buck
Yeah,
teeth that
that
he's
was
hitting me
not
with.
nice of him. Well, that's gonna be 28.
Oh, definitely. Doesn't hit.
So yeah, I just
Mhm.
I aim down at his hand. It's a D10. I aim down at his hand, holding the sword. Oh boy, that's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage on that rat does kill him.
Okay, shot him in the hand really hard.
As you shoot him in shoot the sword out of his hand, it like ricochets off the wall straight through his straight through his skull. As that rat's gone.
Okay, cool.
Gone.
And then I have a second shot.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna level my gun at the second rat.
Gotcha.
Shoot just a normal shot. 18.
18 does hit, yeah.
Okay.
Guys, these are still rats, okay?
5 points of damage.
What? Oh, you get advantage on it, yes.
Oh, see if I can flip your rat. Okay, yeah, 25.
Unfortunately does not hit.
It was
rat.
5 points of damage.
Gotcha. Cool. As it does wake the rat up from his sleep, but he is looking pretty bad right now. Kind of gets up in like a little bit of a haze, as he just took quite a bit of damage from the onslaught. As I believe that's your action, bonus action, movement. Does anybody else want to use theirs
So
next?
the rat that Arden just killed was the one that was kind of holding my spear in his body. So I see his carcass kind of lying there, and I fly right up to this next one.
Gotcha.
And I summon the spear. It arrives in my hand, and I just kind of throw it and aim right for the chest at this rat that just got woken up from his slumber.
Roll it.
All right. That's going to be a 5. That's not good. 11.
11 does not hit, unfortunately. Just barely. The rat, as he's waking up, you see that Arden just like hits him, and as he wakes up as he's doing that, or kind of like gets up from like his daze, he just like barely dodges out of the way, like fully coincidentally.
He hits the wall behind him and just kind of
Exactly.
no.
You still have 15 feet of movement though.
Okay. I might use a second action
Okay. If
Because
you'd like to action
I
surge.
can use my okay. Is that a superiority charge or
No,
that's
no,
once
so
per
that's-
short rest?
That's once per short rest. Is just a fighter.
Fantastic. I'm gonna move right. So I'm on the ground. I'm moving towards him, and I'm like, oh no! I look down at my fist. I'm like, psyching myself up. I like using my spear, but I run up to him and I swing on him with bow.
Cool. Go for it.
Hopefully that's better. It's not 13.
13 on this one. So I will say, usually a 14 would not hit. This one currently has a -1, so you do just barely hit him. Go for it.
That's a D10 plus 4.
Yep.
And that's going to be 9 damage.
9 damage. As he is not looking too hot. Just barely dodged out of the way of that spear and then immediately gets mollywopped by this flying man. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your
I'm good. I think I have 5 feet left of movement.
Yes, I did.
I'm just gonna go right there.
So like here?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and position myself. I'm recognizing I'm not gonna be able to kill him right now. I'm kind of in a combat with him hand to hand, and I'm just positioning myself in between him and Arden, trying to give him a shot.
Cool.
I can move still, right?
Yes, you still have movement.
I just want to move up behind Arden. Or not behind Arden, behind Lucas.
Right around there. Yeah. Cool.
I'm sorry. I gotta help myself this time. False life. It's literally just hold up. And then you. I get 11 health points from false life.
So how does fully false life work?
It's a D. It's 1d4. Oh, where'd that go? Get out of here. Come back. False life. Bolstering yourself with a necromantic fast smell of life, you gain 1d4 plus 4 and then plus 5 for every additional level above level 1. So it's a d4 plus 9.
Cool.
And then for a cantrip bonus action, I'll do firebolt.
I do not believe firebolt a bonus action.
Can I not use cantrips as bonus action?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind.
Okay. So that brings you up.
What? That was necessary.
He was not looking too hot over there. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before the rats go? Okay. So these guys are gonna start mobilizing a little bit, so they get to right there. This one's gonna dive into the water, and move off the board currently. They get to probably right around there. As let's see. Yeah, she's gonna go for a sleep spell at a 3rd level. So sleep 5e. Let's see. So an extra 2d8. So she's gonna try going for Lucas on this. It's gonna be 5d8. And she's trying to get to your maximum hit points to see if she can get you to sleep. So what is your maximum hit points?
40.
Gotcha. So it's gonna be 10, 19, and then it's gonna be 31, and then she has 2 more. It's gonna be 39. So I believe that's not enough. By 1.
I feel it's crazy. I'm like,
Oh, guys, I forgot a D8. As you fall asleep. Roll your nat 1. No, but as you see, she charges up this spell and kind of throws it at you, and it almost looks like sand coming at you. As she just barely doesn't get it, your eyes kind of start to drear down. But that does stay there. So the next time that she does cast sleep, she only has to do 1 to be able to fully get you. 100%. As that's going to be their turn. This guy's going to take a disengage action and just fully run into the water. As he does not want the smoke from Lucas' son at all. As that's going to be the rat's turn, as you guys are up now. Who would like to go first?
Where did the other rat go? I didn't see.
He is also in the water.
They're both in the water.
Where's the other mage?
In the water.
In the water too.
Oh.
All of them dip down. Or well, this rat currently is dead. So only one of them, the blue one.
Okay, I'd like
Or
to.
no, the ones that are over here. So sorry. This one is alive.
I'd like to run up to where I last saw the rat go into the water, like right around here.
Gotcha.
And can I tell if he's within 15 feet? Because if he's in with 15 feet of me, I might be able to see where he is.
I'll give it to you straight on a perception check, but the water does give you a little bit of dreariness in your blind sight.
Nah, no good. It's gonna be a 9.
On a stealth of the 6, let's see if he's a dexterous boy. He's not. You could see where he is. His general location, 100%.
Okay.
He's within like this little area right here.
I'm just gonna point down and shoot at him then.
Go for it.
Oh, so close. It's gonna be 29.
29 definitely does.
Okay. 5.
As that takes him. Ooh, he is not looking too hot right now.
And then for my second shot, is the mage holding a staff or anything, or is it just magical?
It's more of like a magical effect that's coming out of it. So like when she charges up spells, it seems like she's not really going from an arcane focus. It's more
Okay.
just
And I still have no clue where the potions are.
You want to try rolling it again?
I really do.
Go for it.
Okay. What is this, investigation? 12.
I'll say this. You could tell that the room that they came from was this one over here. So if they were going to be anywhere, they're going to be in there.
They have none on them, though?
None that you can see.
Okay. And I'm not within 15 feet. Because I don't need to see. Oh, so close. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to take a shot at the mage rat. No, I'm going to take a second shot into the water. I'm going to finish off this rat. It's going to be 25. I'm not going to miss anything for a very long time. That was that the right dice?
D10.
That was
Yeah.
a D8.
That was a D8.
Here's a D10.
Same. 9.
9 definitely does.
It's not
So-
escaping me. Where do you think you're going, boy?
You walk up and your blind sight kind of senses that he's like just dove into the water, and you could kind of feel him a little bit anxious after throwing hands with Lucas over there. And you just pop 2 shots as he kind of floats back up on top of it, just like
Bones.
as you kind of see him like float up though, you see that his bones are kind of it's very strange. His bones do not seem like they're boning. It gotta seems like all of his bones just like left his body. As
It's like a skeleton floating up.
as he rolled spaghetti spine on his on his magical roll for the water. Well, you know, he would have been able to squeeze through a 4-inch gap, so I mean, exactly. Far. As who would like to go next, or is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I'm Caesar. Like I said, not a fan of magic. Can you kill this thing?
All right,
A little help from the magic guy.
let's do it.
Why do you guys gotta call me a thing?
Can I do my action and my bonus action at the same time?
Yeah, you'd like to.
Okay. All right, Lucas, I hear you.
Oh, not the gum again.
I can hear the chewing this time. Caesar, is that you?
I just roll my eyes.
You can tell he's a mama llama. This is terrible.
And it starts to float again. And it's really, really, really gooey this time.
He dipped the gum inside the acid water.
And it's floating towards him. And then right before it gets to him, it bursts into flames. And the goo is on fire as it hits. But it's firebolt and blood splash. The firebolts plus the... Hold up.
It might be a roll to hit.
It's the firebolt's not. It just says +6.
Yeah, so that's a roll to hit. So you
Okay.
see if you're able to hit them.
Oh, I rolled a d20 and then add 6. I got you. 18.
Let's go.
All right, so 8 points from the firebolt,
Gotcha.
and then 2 points from the blood splash.
Okay. Yeah, and she is not looking too pretty right now. I'll tell you that.
Not dead.
She's not dead. Unfortunately, she is not dead.
Okay, Lucas,
Wow.
I did everything I can do. It's in your hands.
That bubble is all you can do. I thought you were rank C. That's the only reason we came into this place in the first place is because we thought you would be enough.
I've killed 3 people already. What have you done?
I don't know. I just know that I'm afraid of the magic. I don't know. I try to look at the I'm trying to psych myself up. Am I gonna fight her? I don't like magic.
I can see he's doing it. I just yell back. I'm like, Lucas, just punch the rat.
You see, you're looking at her. She goes, "I don't bite," and she goes, and you can see like the big old fangs pop up, or like the big old buck teeth.
I hate rats. I hate magic. This is my worst nightmare. And I can I do a check to see how much like health she has?
Of course.
Because I'm really trying to psych myself up. I'm like, I don't know if I want to go in.
Go for it.
Okay. What do I roll?
So that's going to be a perception check.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm looking at her, and that's going to be a 20 dirty.
Oh, 100%, you can tell. So she is currently bloodied, which means she is below half health.
Below half health. I mean, I can see that she has some resilience to her. I don't know if I want to get too close, and Arden's over here pumping me up, so I really want to do it, but I don't know.
I want to. We've been like, because we've been adventuring for a minute. If you get psyched out anytime there's any magic, I'm like looking at it like, or don't look at him. I can't do that. I gesture back towards him. And I'm like, Lucas, remember, if it has magic, it cannot punch well. Just please hit it.
And then I like, and I'm like, maybe I can rely on my spear, and I reach for my spear, but it's stuck in the bricks. I'm like, oh shoot! All right, I run up to it and I hit him.
Gotcha, 100%.
All right,
Doing a flying drive-by.
I fly up and I got my fists ready, and that's going to be 2 hit. I need to keep that special. That's going to be 24.
24 definitely hits. Yeah.
Okay. That's a D10.
Stop stealing our
that's definitely
D10.
Yeah,
You're just stealing everything.
the Steeler.
Little dice goblin over there.
That's going to be 12.
12 points of damage. Just barely.
Oh
Taking her
my!
So I
down.
swoop in and I punch as hard as I can, and I'm like, please die, please die. And then I see she does it. I'm like, oh no.
No, just barely kills her.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's very different.
Oh my Lanta. Okay. Who would like to go next? Currently there are no rats on the board. There's only one that you guys saw like disappear. But besides that.
I'd like to because I can kind of see around walls. I'd like to like shimmy, not around walls, but sort of through them. I'd like to shimmy up to this wall right here.
Gotcha. You could get a pretty good perception from right there. And Lucas, what did you fully tell them? Like,
I heard the whispers, and then I look behind me. I summon my spear, and then I hear the whispers, and I'm like, guys, I think that's where the scream came from.
Arden, you could tell that there's no one in that room.
Oh boy, Lucas, there's no one in there. I mean, not that I can see.
Nobody? You didn't hear that?
Do I hear the whispers?
You didn't hear the whispers, but you also weren't close enough to hear them when they went off.
But now that I'm here, I don't hear them.
No.
There's nothing in that room. At least nothing alive.
You're guys losing it? Like, what's going on? I don't know. I mean, this has been a stinky and, I don't know, very overwhelming of the senses for me, but you've got better ears than me, Arden. I'm surprised you couldn't hear it.
If there was something alive in that room, I would hear it.
Let's find out.
I would also like to take a bonus action to reload my guns.
Yeah.
Or an action to reload my guns on one bullet.
Caesar kind of makes his way up here.
Yeah.
with us.
I'm gonna run over fast as I can.
Cool. Gotcha. You
Well, I
can get
mean-
to right there. You could dash if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll dash.
Well, we're not in a encounter.
No,
are we?
we're still in
Can he just?
combat. But
Oh, we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
You guys are still in initiative order.
Okay.
Is there guys anything else you guys like to do?
So
from
did
there?
my action and speed reset?
Not yet.
Okay.
You guys are all coming together right now. Is there anything else you would like to do? As you see, the other person pops up right over here. As I'm gonna roll because I didn't roll what her thing was. That's actually a good one. Here, let's see. It's a good one for me.
Partial dungeon master.
Yeah. Well, it's right in the list of funny ones. As you see, her tail grows into a snake. As she's gonna make a charisma saving throw real quick. That is a natural 1. You see as she pops out. You see as she pops out of the thing, and she goes, "Cheese puff!" Looking at the one that Gus just like absolutely mollywopped over there. As she looks down and she goes, "What's going on there?" As the snake's gonna bite her. For 8 points of damage. As that's so funny. That bringed her down to bloodied. She's fighting her tail off right now. Now, the tail just attacked her. Does she attack her own tail? It wasn't at 1. You want to know what? Most of the time I wouldn't go for it, but I'm gonna say a 1 through 10 is she won't attack it and she'll go for you guys. An 11 through 20 is mean that she will attack you guys. What the heck? I believe that was below a 10. She's gonna take like her little like walking stick that she had. It wasn't like an arcane focus, but like her walking stick today. She's gonna try like knocking down on her tail, which I don't know. She's attacking herself. I'm assuming she's like no. The thing is the tail's gonna dodge out of the way. So let's see if she hits herself. As that's going to be on her quarterstaff. It's a +4 to hit. Oh my gosh. She had a natural 20 on herself.
She just rolled a natural 1. What is going on?
That's the fourth
This is
time
the funniest
today.
thing. She jumps out of the water. She's like, "Ah!" The snake bites her, and she's like, "Oh
Well,
no!"
she's like so distraught that her breath just got like knocked out on the floor. She's like, "Cheese puff! Why is my tail attacking me?"
The fury of rat god onto this tail.
As that's gonna be, it's in 2 hands. It's gonna be 2d8.
2d8.
As she rolls a 7 and a 6, she kills herself. I'm not gonna lie. I've done a lot of DMing. I don't know how to narrate somebody killing themselves. Like
She tries to hit the snake, dodges out of the way, the staff just bounds up, hits her neck.
Is narratively, I just handed it over to the players. That's what happens. She bounces it off and she kills herself. She falls back into the water. You guys, I'm just gonna clarify what happened the last 10 seconds. You guys hear whispers that aren't in there. Very, very serious moment. She hops out of the water and just kills herself. She just kills herself. As you guys are out of initiative order. There's no current people that you guys can see currently.
I think we did it.
What? I was like really scared for a second. I was like, "Oh no, another magic!" I'm like, "Oh, phew."
That one wasn't that bad.
The magical people are not too good at attacking, I guess.
Maybe magic isn't too scary."
What would you guys like to do? You guys currently, you guys see the illumination.
Somebody
from the
slap
red
someone's
room.
head
Are we
off
out
their
of combat?
body.
In a sense. So you guys can kind of tell that's not like all the rats that are there, but all the rats that you guys can currently see and have sensed you are out of there. So I'm not even gonna have you guys like walk out of or do like initiative order basically.
I want to, since I can kind of tell there's no one in this room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like walk up to this wall now.
Okay, gotcha.
Kind of see if I can sense anything in here through the wall.
You can't sense anything through there because like the farthest you can really sense
Is like here-ish.
Yeah, I think like right around like there.
Mhm.
You can sense like all that. You can't see anyone in like that corner, but you can maybe like fall like go around like the wall if you want to kind of just like sense real quick.
Okay. Yeah, I might peer out. I'm like checking the corners. I've done this before.
You could tell that no one's really right there, but as soon as you get to right around there, you could start to feel like almost like a magical presence from inside that room. That doesn't seem like it's emanating from a person, but more from like a source inside of the room.
Okay. Lucas, there's more magic somewhere in there.
Well, I suppose I'm ready as any time to face it. You're talking about that room over there.
The one with the ominous. I guess I can't see the glow.
That's not where I heard the whispers from.
Again, there was no. I didn't hear anything in that room.
And I'm kind of debating what to do, and just to kind of so I know, I walk up to these doors, and I just kind of, what are they? Are they locked or?
Yeah. Are you trying to go into the room?
I'm just trying to push it open to see, just for my own sake.
Okay.
I heard something, and I want to think I'm not crazy, so I open the doors.
So immediately, what you see when you open the doors, is I'm gonna have you roll 4 dexterity saving. No, I'm kidding. No. So you see, you see specifically, what it looks like is 4 statues, in a row, all over like marked graves, which is very strange to see this inside of a sewer. Immediately, what you see is 3 statues that are fully like intact and almost look perfectly preserved. But also, as soon as when you open up these doors, everything else around it is not perfectly preserved. It looks like nobody's been in here besides you for at least like 100 years. You see the 4 graves laid out in front of them. 3 of the statues are perfectly preserved, but one of them is like in shambles on the ground. And then past that, you see like a dead body of like a skeleton, like huddled over like this altar that's like behind these statues, like right next to like a book and like some odds and ends on the table. That's like right over there. And then past that, it looks just like almost like this was like a burial grounds for something, which immediately strikes you as odd because this is a sewer. Why would a burial grounds be in here?
I call back, and I'm like, well, it's creepy, but you're right. There is nobody here. Caesar, what do you think about this?
I'm gonna walk over here.
Caesar, you see the same thing that I just described.
Yep. Listen, Lucas. I'm not saying you didn't hear anything, but I gotta know I can trust you. You're sounding a little loopy.
I suppose I feel a little loopy now. I look at the throne room and I'm like, do we want to check it out, Arden? Or do you feel called that way?
I get the sense that there are more rats here. I feel like whatever's going on with you in this room, we can deal with that later.
You're right. Stick to the mission. You're right. And I kind of slowly turn from the door and walk and resume my position behind her.
Immediately, as soon as you turn around and start walking away, you hear the whispers again. Caesar, you do not hear these whispers.
No!
I hear the whispers, and after taking a couple steps, I slowly turn again.
So you start to see this book like almost glow and emanate, almost like it's calling for you.
Where's the book positioned?
The book is positioned right here.
Can we see the book moving as well?
You guys cannot see it moving. It is not currently moving. It is glowing as it is calling out.
Can I see it glowing or just?
I go,
Okay.
Caesar, do you see that?
See what, Lucas?
Maybe it's the bite or something. Something's getting to me down here. You're right. Let's.
Can I do a check to see how bad his wound is getting?
Yeah, that would be a medicine check.
Medicine check.
100%.
Okay. Nat 20. Plus 1, 21.
Yes. So you figure out the entire list of what would happen during this. So he's taking a D10 every hour off of his off of his maximum, and as soon as he gets to 0, he instantly dies. So staying down here for more than like an hour or two before seeking like intense medical help is not a smart idea.
Yeah. Can I check my watch?
Of course, for what? Which is what time it
How
is.
much time has passed?
Yeah, so currently it's been probably about like that whole like encounter probably lasted like 5 minutes.
5, 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I know you're seeing things. I know you're hearing things, and I think that's a result of your bite. You're really not gonna do well if we stay down here.
Well, you would know. You would know with your magic that I don't really understand, but I trust you.
There's a solid chance if we go deeper into these sewers, you may not come out.
That we go deeper or that we finish soon.
John Mark, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception. 11.
11. Unfortunately, you don't hear it then.
Don't hear what you told me.
What? No, you heard all of that. You didn't hear it.
I didn't hear what he just told me.
No. Like you heard exactly what he said. There was just something that you didn't hear.
Oh, okay. And he did?
You didn't hear it this time either.
Nobody heard it?
I didn't hear it. I'm
No.
too far away.
Why are you always too far away to hear
trying to do
things?
the mission.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, keep going.
I was just gonna say, I trust you, Caesar. You clearly know more about spells and Horcruxes than I. Let's return. Let's finish this mission and let's get the hell out of here.
So you want to keep going?
I think we can finish this soon. I mean, the rats weren't too bad, and how many more can there be?
I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll see. We're on the clock. Martin, you hear that?
Yep. As I hear that, I kind of holster both of my guns, but like in a way that like I'm ready to draw them pretty quickly. And I like take a few steps into this room and kind of shout like, I'm unarmed. If anybody's in here, let's do this the peaceful way. Things didn't go so well for your friends out there. We can get this done quick.
Roll a deception check.
Not good. 5.
So are you walking into the room? Yeah. So immediately what you see is a sigil on the ground with what looks like a 4th dimensional cube spinning around in the middle of it. There's fire pits of red fire illuminated across all of them, and a monument to Arasil in front of it with red eyes that you immediately hear speak out.
I don't even get my deception. I'm like, Christ, what is that?
You hear it speak out. What are you doing in my holy place? As this is the first time you've ever heard a god speak to you.
I was just looking for rats, to be completely honest. I can get going.
I would suggest you do that.
Okay. Do I notice anything else?
You notice that the people that were trying to keep this ritual going has been killed by you.
So I'm like on the way out right now, but like right before I hit the door, I'm like, what exactly is this?
What did I just tell you to do?
I'm leaving. I'm just asking a question. I get you probably don't have lots of people to talk to.
You think I am only here?
Well, no. but you are here. Just a word. What could the harm be?
So what do you want to know?
I mean, what's all the... I can't see too well, you know. You can read my mind or whatever you type do. That's true. What's the lay of what's going on? I see.
You say you can't see well, but I've given you sight.
What?
What do you think this magical thing that you could do of seeing things around you came from?
I assumed being born.
And people hated you for it. You know as well as I.
How would you know that?
Because our Thrandis doesn't like it too much. They didn't like me too much. I gifted you with power beyond your recognition. I would suggest not meddling in my plans any longer. Go kill the rats or whatever you need to do, but leave this place alone.
He turns again to leave, but then kind of turns again one more time. He's like, I'm gonna be so honest. A lot of good this gift has done for me. I understand I probably should not be speaking to you this way, but this has not been too great for me. I get that you probably aren't pleased for the reception of my gift either, but come on, what kind of God is a God that gives a gift that don't gift?
Which part of your gift do you dislike? The part that I gave you, or the part that you were born with?
That seems like a useless distinction to me. Maybe for you that means something, but you didn't have to live through what I did.
You're right. My mark on you has caused a lot of pain and grief.
Now, your mark, what do you mean by that? You can be so esoteric and whatever, but that's not how things work here. You're the one stuck in a statue, and I'm the one asking the questions.
You think I'm stuck in this statue?
Okay, well, probably not. But in this room, I don't see you here. Well, I don't see much at all, but I don't feel you here neither.
You don't feel me here either, huh? As you see, time fully stops, and out of the statue walks Arasil.
Oh no!
I think Arden's got
and Caesar are both walking over to you, and you look to the right and you see that they are frozen in motion. As she walks up to you. I'm stuck in this statue, huh?
I meant that metaphorically.
yes, of course, metaphorically, of course.
This sight that I gave you was not the reason of your blindness. The reason that I gave you this sight was because of your blindness. You would have been fumbling around, running into walls if it wasn't for me. Just remember that.
Kind of straighten up a little bit. I'm like, yeah, that might be true. But to be completely honest with you, lady, or thing, you can talk down to me all you want, but if I am some part of your plan, something tells me that you can't quite get rid of me.
You're right about that. I've always wanted to show you favor, because what you can do is very detrimental to me.
Why don't you try to stay on my good side then?
You choose to speak to a goddess like that?
You gonna strike me down?
Who knows if I even have the power to. I would suggest you just watch your words. As you see, she turns around, goes back into the statue, as time unfreezes.
I take one more step out of the room, the second out of the room, like, all right.
As Caesar and Lucas, you guys are both walking out. What would you guys like to say?
Arden, are you Are you good?
Don't go in there.
Well, if
What's
we
the
can't
matter?
go in there.
Don't. Just don't. There's no people in there.
You've seen things that I've seen.
I would highly doubt that.
Well, if we can't go in that room, and if we can't go in this room, then where the hell are we gonna find these rats?
Oh my gosh, you're both loopy and one of you's dying faster than I can heal you. What is going on?
What's going on is we need to find the rats and get out of this cave before this gets me.
I'm like,
So, like, trying to just forget whatever happened in that room. I'm like, all right, rats. And I make my way to this door and kind of stop at the threshold and peek around.
Gotcha. Gus, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception? Where would I find that on the spreadsheet?
Should be to the left.
Any of that counted
oh,
as short rest?
13, unfortunately not. Sorry, that was to Gus. What'd you say?
Was that a short rest?
No,
time would stop.
Yeah, time stops.
unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
13? Isn't that pretty high for constitution?
Yeah.
You guys better get better at killing these things.
Mine's 15.
Well, we're not all the way back there, are we? We're probably like here.
Yeah.
Do I notice anything in a 15-foot radius from here?
Not from right there, no.
All right, I do the same trick this time, but not to a god this time around. And holster my weapons. I'm like, if anybody's in here trying to just clear it out, we can clear you out with bullets or with words. I'm unarmed.
I will say, so currently, where the next doorway that you're able to get to is right here. So this is like the next room.
Oh, I thought it was here.
There. No, unfortunately.
Well, can I move to the door and then do that?
Just like a little
Yeah, you guys can be. I'll say that you guys can
And
be.
my guns are holstered. I've kind of really practiced on how to unholster them really quick, so it looks like I am unarmed, but not for real.
So currently, from right here, that 20 foot, you cannot see anyone inside this room currently.
Okay. And then I yell out that thing.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's see if this Skaven wakes up.
Oh.
On a natural 20, he does wake up.
Okay.
On a 3, one of them is still passed out. And on an 11, one of them, 2 of them do wake up.
Okay.
And then what'd you say specifically to them?
I said, I'm unarmed. We're trying to clear this way out. We can do this with bullets or words. That's your choice. Let's try.
From the unarmed thing, I do need a deception roll. And then I'll see what their insight is. That is going to be an 18. Both of them are deceived by you. One of them is going to wake up the other one as he's walking by. And then they walk over here, and then over here. As they open up this door, as you see 3 rat people immediately. And they do not seem like they're immediately harmful to you guys, so I will not say to roll initiative yet. But they go, "What do you want, man?"
You probably don't want to be hearing this, but we were hired to clear out the sewers. You probably know why. We don't need to kill you. You can leave. Just you can't be here.
Why you guys gotta listen to that stupid penny whisker?
I mean, we gotta eat.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, be careful around here, man. There's a lot of bad stuff going on, but I appreciate you, not killing us. So, you okay for us to just leave?
Yeah, before you leave, do be warned. Negotiations didn't go so well with the folks before this room, so there are dead rats outside.
But they were so reasonable. Did you?
I don't know. They couldn't be reasoned with. I think my friend here just looks scary. No.
I'll give them a group insight check real quick. They get a -1.
A 4.
On a 9, they do not beat it more than 5. So I will say that they are a little bit skeptical of you, and they go,
Really? They just weren't reasonable. Cheese Puff was the most reasonable person I ever knew.
Oh, Cheese Puff didn't really handle the negotiations. It was the fella in the front.
Nibbles? Okay, it was Nibbles. Yeah, Nibbles is kind of unreasonable sometimes. Well, I hope you didn't kill him or anything.
No, they're dead. But in any case, you don't need to be. And I'd prefer you not to be, actually.
Killed my friends.
It's better than killing you.
I'm gonna go away from the deception, and I'm gonna go to intimidation. And anyone who would like to roll intimidation can, because you guys all killed people.
I got 11.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, 23.
John Mark, there's like his eyes turn red. The air behind him is like
What's
Gandalf
my
in the.
intimidation of +6? Is 14 enough? Can I ask that?
What do you
I'm debating whether I should use a superiority die.
I would suggest you do the superiority die, because it's gonna be an average. So currently, Drew, what was yours?
Oh.
Should I use my inspiration, guys?
Yeah.
17. That's helpful.
17, 23.
And then should I?
Yeah, if you like that.
Alright. So that's combined 16.
Okay, so 16, and then we're gonna divide that by 3. That's gonna be an average of 19. I'll round up on that one, and they're just going to straight roll. They're just gonna see if they are. That is a 5. They are quivering in their boots. They are quivering in their boots. As he throws up his hands and he goes, "Hey,
I'm not gonna lie, man. I really like Squeaks. I really like Nibbles. Cheese Puff was really hot to me, but I also don't want to die. So I'm gonna take the back entrance out of this place. I wouldn't suggest you guys trying to kill the Rat King or anything like that. He's a pretty strong dude, but yeah, we're the Rat King.
Would the Rat King be convinced to leave?
To leave? I mean, maybe. I'm assuming the request and order was to kill the Rat King. I don't think he was dead, or I don't think he was alive for the Rat King. Because you guys know what happened to Leona Pennywhisker, right? The king hasn't told anybody yet?
I've got no clue. If you're insinuating that there's something that is significant to this matter that the king hasn't shared, then I would appreciate if you elaborated.
Rat King killed the previous king. That's why Evan hates us so much. It's kind of just a mass generality, if I'm being honest.
Why do you kill him?
Well, he's a very unreasonable guy, if I'm being honest. Not the previous king. I honestly had quite a bit of respect for him, but the Rat King, he felt like he was discriminated against. But I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that we were too heavily discriminated against. It was difficult to say, but obviously Tabaxis and Skavens and Were-Rats and everything like that have had a illustrious past, if you know what I'm talking about.
Ain't you tired of being a soldier in somebody else's war? I am.
I've never thought about it that way, if I'm being honest.
I mean, I'm just thinking, we're here to clear you guys out on behalf of a king that doesn't like your king.
So we kill each other's kings.
Or let them kill each other.
Huh. Are you guys all okay with that?
I mean, my job wasn't to protect King Evan. maybe need you guys out of here at this moment. What I'm trying to say is there's no reason for you or any rats to die.
You know, for somebody who just killed like 5 of my best friends, I have never agreed with somebody more. You know what? How about this?
Yeah, he's just fully peeing his pants right now. But he's like,
You want to know what? I honestly like you. Okay? How about this? And if you want me to just leave, I can. But what if we try convincing the Rat King to kind of just leave? You know, he's been kind of hunkering down in here trying to get out of here, but we recently found a back exit, so we could get out of here. But I will also say, uh, if you guys don't take the Rat King's head back, I'm assuming you guys don't get the money for the request.
I mean, let me ask this. Are you particularly attached to the Rat King?
Are you particularly attached to Evan Pennywhisker? Exactly. I'm kind of the same way.
But, I mean, hear me out. You help us take care of your king, we'll help y'all get out of here. And I don't mean just the sewer, I mean out at Dodge.
I kind of go from being passive in this and just kind of keeping my mouth shut to like backing, like Arden and saying, "It sounds like your king has represented you poorly, and now for the first time in your lives, you have a chance to do something about it. And if you accept this, we will protect you."
go ahead and roll a persuasion check. And I'm going to say it's you two combined.
You better not roll bad. 18.
That's going to be 15 for me.
Okay.
I might add to that.
So what was yours, Drew?
18.
18 plus.
So I can do
I'm going to say this is
commanding presence.
So what did you get?
15.
I'm going to say this is a DC 15.
Okay, cool.
So with 18 plus 15, that on average is definitely going to be over 15, but that's 11. So on average, being 11, you see that. Let me see which one this one is. He reaches out his hand to shake. I'm gonna say he reaches out both hands to shake you guys, and he's like, "Hey, man, I'm Julius Cheesa. It's nice to meet you."
Julius Cheez-Its?
Julius Cheesa.
Cheesa.
Well, it's cheeser, but
Julius Cheeser.
I mean my rat accent's kind of odd to pronounce the Oz.
And I shake this rat's hand, which is kind of a big deal for me, you know. And I
Being
shake
a
his hand.
racist.
And I shake his fur on your hands, like Cheese Puff's blood and fur is on your hand, like still dripping.
No, I would not dishonor him to shake him with the hand that had the blood of his friend. But I shake his hand and I say, Julius Cheeses, Cheeser. Sorry, I can't.
Jesus.
Julius Cheeser.
We're gonna get you out of here alive.
I'm gonna ask you. So Lucas' son, from my perception, has had a very definitive thing of like the king is correct and is what he's doing. Meeting these people, does that waver at all?
No.
So what are you thinking with this specifically? Because the king says that he wants to get everyone out of here. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking in this deal or this trade?
I'm thinking that on one hand, we have a king that has been appointed over us, and I have a lot of respect for people in positions of honor. Mm-hmm. And I believe that Evan Pennywhisker knows more about this conflict internationally than we do, and he is trusted with honor to do the right thing for our people. I also respect his kind of strategy of the ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves, and I know that by him being ruthless against these rats, he's potentially protecting my people of Hessel Spring from some of these attacks. And, you know, a political figure such as the Rat King making such an assassination he did assassinate the prior king, proves that at some level they are dangerous. And Hessel Spring, where I grew up in, really trusts Evan Pennywhisker to protect them because they can't really protect themselves.
Mhm.
So on one hand, I really support the king, and on the other hand, I believe that there's maybe nonviolent ways to go about doing that. So I think if these rats want to submit to the king's authority and his rule, that they get out of the dungeon and they want to do that peacefully, I'm all for that.
Cool. As you see, Julius Cheeser goes up and shakes both of your hands. He gets within line of sight to see the doors that you guys opened. And immediately he says, whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you guys go in that room?
Which room? The room with that you went in, or the room that I?
No,
My
that
room was not a good room.
That was the Aerosol room. She's kind of a mean person.
What do you mean aerosol? You mean like the aerosol?
Yeah, like the Aerosol.
What's in the aerosol room?
I'll give you one wild guess on what's in the aerosol room.
You're telling me you went into a room with a god?
Yeah, she talks sometimes.
What is wrong with you?
I could not have known I am blind.
You two loopholes! We all gotta get out of here. And I mean, like, we gotta get out. Like, I am done being
hold
down
on,
here
hold
with you
on.
two F-rank freaking adventurers.
I don't see you
First
talking
of
your
all,
way out of nothing.
Wait a minute, Princess Bubblegum. You cannot.
I have done all of the heavy lifting
You
here.
cannot. Okay, relax.
I
relax.
lower my tone. I'm like, disintegrating 2 rats is not that much of something.
Oh, Jesus. Can't hear you.
I just talked her way out of having
Hold
to
on.
disintegrate. Sorry.
So
Guys.
that just makes you hot, huh?
If there is a god in this sewer, then what I might have seen and heard might have not just been my bite. There's clearly something going on here. I think we should investigate the room.
You don't have much longer to be investigating the room.
Wait. No. I'm saying you guys should not investigate that room. I know you guys just said you guys wanted to kill me and everything like that, and then we kind of came upon an agreement, but Erysil is not going to be too happy if you guys go in that room.
With the statues?
Yeah. Wait. You were able to open the doors?
I was.
We've been trying to open that room forever.
It looked like you had an easy time of it.
Must be my incredible strength.
Must be.
I look off into the distance.
Eagle cry.
Can you edit in like a
I'm gonna crop it in to where it's like bigger and it's gonna be eagle cry in the background.
So,
But you see, guys, yeah, man, we've been trying to crack that thing open forever. Erysil really wants to get in that room.
so she would be pleased to hear that I opened it. Pleased maybe enough to heal what's going on in my...
She's not a very pleasant conversationalist.
Yeah, she's kind of a mean person. Yeah, that's a good word for it.
And I'm
pretty
really
sure she
honest,
can
Lucas,
hear you
I don't know
from
that
here.
you got the
Yeah, well, that's why I speak a little bit quietly, so that way the fourth dimensional being can't hear me, you know?
You don't
Yeah.
know that I have what?
something tells me that if you got into a conversation with Erysil, you may say the wrong thing. It's just a hunch of mine.
Wait, you guys want to get into a conversation?
No,
with
I'm
Erysil
recommending
again?
against doing that.
Well, there was some
Not a fan of
information in there
gods.
that she was really trying to get rid of. Is what I should say.
Well, maybe. Okay, what do you mean? Like, do you know?
I mean, hey man, I haven't talked with a god before, but there was some priestesses that were communing with her that
Cheese puff?
yeah, she's yeah, beautiful woman.
Beautiful, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
I like kick Lucas like.
By the way, Cheese Puff was the one that like hit herself in the, like she had the snake tail that like boom, and she's probably currently floating in the water. She goes, yeah, such a beautiful woman, so graceful in so many ways. Like one of you guys like steps in the way so like they can't see it.
My God.
So, given the knowledge that we opened this door, do you think we should get out of this sewer, or do you think we should? What would you do? You've been here for how long?
I've been here for probably the past month. Arasil has been giving us powers and things like that in exchange for us trying to break into that room. We've been trying to do everything, man.
You recognize kind of what might be going on my chest.
On your chest? Oh, you got scabies.
I got what?
It's like magical scabies.
I told you.
And
I said it.
Two worse things that it could be.
Magic
for me.
and scabies.
Scabies is just like what the pirates got, right? This isn't like something crazy for me to say.
Right.
Scurvy?
Scurvy. But
What am I
scabies
thinking?
is just like a
It sounds like you're saying.
No, scabies is a disease.
'Cause
That's
these
okay.
things- what are these things called again?
These are called Skaven.
Yeah, so
Skaven's giving you scabies.
it just sounds like a mix between Skaven and rabies.
Yeah. So, like,
Scabies.
Okay, I thought I was making sure
Well,
it wasn't
scabies
like an
is a real
STD
disease,
that I
but
like
it's
said
not
something.
like a terrible.
Okay, because I didn't know what it was fully. I was trying to say
Not
scurvy.
Ebola.
If I'm being honest, I was 100% trying to say scurvy, but
You have cancer.
You got rat cancer.
you got magical rat.
Lucas Sun's rat cancer. The
Julius-
first mission.
It's terminal.
Julius Caesar is trying to tell you that you got magical rat cancer. But no, he goes. Yeah, you got rat scabies. You got like magical. Yeah.
I'll be okay. Is there a cure?
I mean, yeah, there's a cure. You just gotta go to like a professional that could magically get rid of it.
Like urgent cares for these days. Sorry.
I would say that you probably got like 6 hours before you die, but you know.
Like clap him on the back. 6 hours is plenty of time. We have been much closer to death.
Arden, what do you think we should do?
I like to look back at Julius Caesar. Like, all right, listen. We obviously need to kind of get in, get out. We got to take care of this rat king. Why don't we work something out?
You know, I there's definitely some things that we could work out.
Hey, Splinter, as he looks over to the left of him. He goes,
So are you okay with, getting rid of the Rat King and everything like that? He goes, I don't care. It's not a big deal to me. I mean, I ain't got no loyalty to him.
It's just a normal accent. Yeah, I'm fine with that. As he looks over to the person to his right, who is another plague priestess. And to be honest, roll like just an insight check on this real quick. Yeah. You could tell that the decision is kind of up to her. Skavens in general go on hierarchy, and plague priestesses are somebody who has full control over whatchamacallit, control over like the normal rats. As she goes, well, you did kill Cheeseball, and that kind of sucks.
We did do that. But, yeah.
Hey, it sucks for him. I kind of hated her, if I'm being honest. I really didn't like her. So, you want to know what? Let's kill that Rat King.
Little Mutiny never killed nobody. Except, hopefully, the person it's supposed to kill. Here's what I propose. If you could get the rest of your rat friends on board with this little plan without alerting the king, you could help us, or you could get out of Dodge and just get us close and alone with the king. We could take care of the rest.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. As this time you guys can hear it plain as day. A whisper from the inner part of the chamber, the doors that you opened up, as it is a cry for help. It was the same noise level that you heard when you entered this place.
We all hear it?
They scream for help.
Guys,
As
I might be going loopy too.
the rats do not hear it.
Which door is it coming from? The one with the statues?
Julius, what was that?
You heard that too.
What was what?
You guys heard
The
it this
scream.
time?
I heard that. That was what you heard earlier?
I knew I wasn't crazy.
Is that what you guys heard?
I knew I wasn't crazy.
I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room with Skaven. And Skaven give me scabies.
It's like magical rat kids.
And scabies kill you in 6 hours. 6 hours? I had 6 hours once.
Oh. I kind of like, we're like all kind of like leaning up and over there. We'll be right back. Could you organize things to get the Rat King? I like to lower my voice. Rat King coup ready?
Yeah, I got it. Well, to be fair, there's only like 3 more. There was like 10 of us, and I think you killed. Oh, is that cheese ball? As she sees him floating in the. You want to know what I mean?
To be fair, we weren't the ones that killed Cheese. Cheeseball killed Cheeseball.
I was gonna say roll a deception check, but that's honestly 100% true. Cheeseball did kill Cheeseball.
Cheeseball's tail turned into a snake, and Cheeseball.
No way.
Look at her tail.
The tail's still like skimmering around. Like the tail is still fully alive, but like she isn't. She's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one wasn't. Water really isn't.
Yeah, that low key gave me like the rat ick. I don't really like her anymore. Gave me the Rick. I don't like it.
Julius, what do you know about this water?
The water. So first of all, I mean, I'm assuming you kind of know. Obviously there's sewage in the water. It's called the sewers, but magical effects have also come into it because potion places and things like that. They kind of throw their stuff in here, but past that, sorry, let me get out of this. Oh my gosh. It's just going. I can't do Boston forever. It just turns like southern. It just turns southern every time, and I hate it. Yeah. Yeah, it just got bad right there, I could tell. But he goes, yeah, I mean, obviously there's magical potion effects in there, and then sewage, but from what we've been trying to do here, there's see, I'm telling you, bro. It just goes. It's terrible. He goes, yeah, it kind of turns into a we've been trying to get rid of a couple things in here.
Like what?
I honestly forgot, if I'm being honest. It's
Can I?
Mhm.
Is there a role for this?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you right now, he'll give you the help action.
The what?
The help action. Roll with advantage on an insight check on him. The DC 10.
Well, I got it by a lot. I think. What was it? Insight.
Yeah.
Your insight's +1.
+1. Okay, so 18.
Yeah, you can tell that he's telling the truth. He goes, yeah, we've been getting rid of sigils and symbols and a lot of stuff around here. So I mean, she's trying to make something not be here anymore. If that makes sense. And she's been pumping a lot of magical pressure and essence into here. That's why the water kind of got all messy.
Well, why don't you, like he said, go on with your rat coup and we'll be right behind you.
Yeah. We're gonna chill in the water for a little while. We're gonna see what it does to us.
I
No,
would
I
not
don't
do
know
that.
that.
Julius
No,
Caesar.
man, I'm telling you that water's good for us.
No.
No, I'm telling you.
Did you see what happened to Cheeseball?
Look at Cheese Puff.
She's dead.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
the water did that to Cheese Puff.
Don't.
well, the water can do a bunch of different things. What if I do really well?
No.
You want to give yourself the Rick?
Yeah, I don't want to give myself the Rick.
Come on, Julius Caesar. Man,
Don't do it.
You want to know what? You're right.
we need you alive.
But what if I'm like alive and more powerful?
Or what if you're
And what
alive?
if you're gross looking?
You sound like Pete Davidson. I'm not even kidding. That's like what I'm getting. It's like, if I'm alive and more powerful, I don't know. You never know until you try.
But he goes, yeah, we'll just chill out here, man. I mean, we'll get prepared and everything like that. But are you guys going over to the room?
Yeah, get the fellas on board
Gotcha.
and get us away to getting close without being seen. Element of surprise would be very, very much appreciated.
Okay. I mean, yeah, there's a couple ways that I can think about it. All right, cool.
I turn and walk back.
Gotcha. So are you guys going back over to the room?
I guess so.
I'm like eyeing the aerosol room as we walk by it.
Yeah. Are you guys going and walking by the aerosol room?
No.
Well, we're walking to the.
There's a bridge.
Across. There's multiple ways to go.
Yeah, let's just cross the bridge. I'm like eyeing it from over here.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
All right, we gotta go this way.
So you guys are all at the foot of the doors. Who goes in first? Because you guys were at the very foot of it.
I will.
Before.
I will, because I opened the doors and
you see as soon as you walk in, that book opens and starts flipping pages like really sporadically, like magic.
Do I see this too?
Yes.
please
all
tell
three
me
of
you
us.
guys can see this.
Lucas, what did you do?
I didn't do any of this.
What
It
is
happened,
that?
and I tried, and then you guys told me I was crazy.
Do you guys walk in?
I still think you are crazy.
You see this book.
Yeah, I see the book.
Are you guys still at the doorway, or are you guys gonna walk in?
I'm gonna walk in. Yeah.
As soon.
I've got my spear like this, and I'm walking towards the book.
Yes, as soon as you guys walk in, you see the doors lock behind you.
Oh.
As all of you.
Do I notice any change in the room?
Not fully. No, there's no like physical change into the room, but you see that actually they do lock behind you.
Guys, this is fine. I opened these doors earlier. Remember, I push on the doors.
It's not open.
Come on, strong man. Use your muscles again.
Well, whatever decided I could open them the first time clearly doesn't have favor.
Oh,
for me now.
so it wasn't your muscles. Why am
I-
I'm speaking in like the accent that you see. I'm trying not to.
Yeah, I suppose it was not.
I'm at a loss for words, Lucas.
Maybe point your gun towards the key or the hole.
You want me to shoot the door?
Try to break the lock. We've done that before.
Do I even like sense a lock, or is it just like a stone door?
It's just a stone door.
Oh.
I was gonna say there's like handles
Lucas, this
and like
is essentially a wall.
Well, does that mean we fight the book? What do we do?
Could we check and see
I
if
like kind of
anything's
say under my breath.
going on around?
yeah. So what are you specifically looking for?
Like the statues / the coffin.
Yeah, of course. So you specifically see, and I won't even give you a perception check because it's not like in a pinch or anything like that. You see that the coffins are very, very old, and so is the rest of the room. The specific statues have been very, very well preserved. And it looks like relatively everything's about the same age in there. But the book looks pretty well kept, and then the statues look pretty well kept. There's a body on the like altar, like almost like over it. It's just like an altar that's there with like things laid out on it, like a book, like an ink and pen and stuff like that, and then like a magical apparatus almost. And then a person with like torn up like a skeleton with torn up like wizard like clothes, kind of hunched over on the altar.
Is there any writing anywhere that we can?
In the book?
Not on the coffins or anything.
In the coffins, you can see faint writing, but you can't really make out what the names are.
Okay. Sorry, I'm tired.
Are you guys getting any closer to the book?
You guys think we should check the book out, or?
I walk up to it with my spear and I'm ready.
As soon
Stab
as
the
you
book.
as soon as you get around like 10 feet away from the book, it stops like flipping through magically through pages, and it locks on one page.
I look forward, and now I'm kind of getting more entranced in it, and I reach my hand out and I kind of go to read it.
What you see physically on the book. 3 speak their names to stone, loud, bright, and proud. But the 4th is silent, buried not by death but by design. Balance does not favor the loudest voice, only the equal echo. Raise the echo, or silence the chorus.
As I'm reading it aloud.
Yeah. So as you kind of get a little bit closer to observe what the statues are, you realize that these are pictures and images of 2 gods that you know, being Erisil and Solus. The 3rd person looks very, very similar to Solus, but is wearing different clothes, which strikes you immediately as very, very odd. You've never really seen somebody depict like Solus in these types of colors or clothing, which immediately strikes you as odd. And then the 4th one, all the way to the right, is battered and bruised. Like the stone is down on the floor and everything like that. And then to the right of it, John Mark, what languages do you speak?
Goblin, Elvish, and Common.
Yeah. You see specifically written in Elvish. Yes, metagaming. You see specifically written in Elvish. Or I guess Gus is the one reading it right now, but it is written in Elvish, what it is.
It's in a language I don't understand, and while it's not Braille, can you sense anything?
I can't read if it's not in Braille.
Well, you have a knack for danger. Are we in it?
Nothing physical.
I'll walk over and I'll look.
It's the restoration cantrip. Mending.
The restoration cantrip mending?
Yes.
Like written in the...
Mm-hmm.
In Elvish?
In Elvish, yes.
Well, what is it?
I mean, this is kind of weird, but it's some sort of like I don't even know. It's saying that they can like fix things. I'm not good with these things. Somebody else usually handles this stuff for me, but
I hate to break it to you, but you're the only magic person, unless you count card tricks as magic, which you might.
Listen, I mean I can. It's they're trying to fix something, and you know it's like they can repair things, and you know it's got some sort of magic thing around it. I don't know how powerful it is, but I mean I'm assuming this is very, very, very high level. I mean this is beyond me.
I attempt to look at him and then look at the broken statue, but I'm blind, so my eyes are looking in the right spot.
Anyone who would like to give me, based on what this has been written, an insight check?
I'm not getting this. 10.
12.
Insight?
Yes.
16.
Gotcha.
No way, Lucas figures it out.
On a 16, you realize that there's 2 things that it's asking you to either do. It says specifically that it does not favor the loudest voice, only an equal echo. Raise the echo, meaning that it either wants you to fix or restore something, or silence the chorus, meaning to get rid of the other 3.
So it's either we build this statue back somehow, or tear the others down with it.
Build the statue. Seems simple. Magic Man, please.
Listen, I can only do
I shoot guns and I do it good. He punches things and he does it good. Do your thing.
I can only do a minuscule amount of what this spell could possibly even lead to. I mean, I'm not sure I'm strong enough.
Can't you just read it? Is that not how that works?
Again,
you not
I
have fireball scrolls in your pocket? What are you supposed to do with those if reading a spell doesn't work?
Caesar, listen.
listen. I'll try. Okay.
You
If you guys want me to try, I'll try. But if it doesn't work, hell if I know.
if it doesn't work, listen. You are more than just a funny man who makes bubbles. You are more than just a silly wizard who thinks that card tricks are magic. You are more than that. You can do this.
You're more than a drunk.
You're more than a fool.
You're sober.
Currently.
I'm gonna do my mending cantrip.
Gotcha. So as you start to cast it, you guys hear banging on the door. This door is probably around 2 feet of stone, and you guys hear loud knocking on it, as if somebody is trying to get in forcefully through those doors. As they are not budging at all, you hear a woman's voice yelling out. As you cast the restoration cantrip, you see that the statue starts to raise up. This fourth person starts to arise in what it is. And let me just find this real quick. For the other three.
You had a whole thing for it.
I had a whole thing for both. As you guys fully restore the other statue, stone pieces start reassembling themselves, listing up into the air as it starts to faintly glow, as the ground beneath you starts shaking. The entire sewer system starts to shake and bend, as you hear the scream outside start to fade. As you hear a much louder voice now inside of the room. You hear, as Aerosol walks right through the... You hear, forgotten but not erased, buried but not dead. I am the echo that outlasts the scream in the shadow behind the flame. The statue is now partially restored. It pulses like a dull light. And as you guys see, symbols start to reappear in this place. That's all you guys really see from that. And now the doors kind of start to crack more open. As you guys restored the main statue. And what I'll say right now is the book starts flailing again and locks onto a different page. This one is notes from whatever I'm assuming you guys would assume that the previous person who wrote it, which is currently the skeleton that's on the floor, is there. And it's written in a language that you guys do not know. Is it deep, perchance? It is unfortunately not.
And it's stuck on that?
Yes.
I reach out to the page and I go to rip it out.
Gotcha. As you go to tear it, you can't even get your fingernail underneath it. Like this, even trying to do this, it's almost like it's stone now. Of you're able to close it. When you open it, it's on this page now.
Caesar, do you think you could take the book?
I guess I can.
Maybe give it a try with a magic bubble.
I'm yeah, magic bubble.
Those bubbles are meant to kill people.
They can be multifaceted. Huh?
Surely if it can disintegrate a rat, it can pick up a book.
You're telling me you can only
I'll
make
try.
bubbles that explode?
I got a different idea. Can I try mage hand or something?
To do what specifically with it?
Just to close the book.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, 100%. You could definitely close it. As you close it, you finally see what the emblem on the front is. Mm-hmm. This emblem looks so specifically Aerosil and Solus have definitive holy marks that are assigned to them.
Arasil's is a dagger, and Solus's is like a whatchamacallit, like a lute, a guitar. As it is said in their previous lives that Arasil was a rogue or an assassin almost, and before they rose to godhood or what they believe was godhood, that Solus was a bard. This one specifically looks very similar to it, but is just like a scale, like one side and then the other. So it looks almost like a holy symbol, but it is just like a scale instead of what it usually is. As immediately as soon as you pick it up and see that, that same thing imprints on all of your guys' main weapons or spell casting focuses. Meaning that Gus, your spear, now has the holy symbol of the scale on it. John Mark, Flame of Marcus, or the sphere that you usually cast spells out of, now also has it. And Drew, your pepper box. As it magically infuses with this yellow light that spins around it and kind of shoots off to all of your guys' weapons as it imprints itself on it.
Oh crap!
Oh, that.
My friend made this for me.
Guys, I don't know a whole lot about this stuff, but I think somebody just claimed us.
I'm not getting claimed by a thing.
You want to be the first now.
Well, whatever it is, it's definitely on par with Arasil. Sorry. What's the other one? Solus. And you said its symbol was what?
It was a scale.
A scale. Okay, so we got Solus's symbol.
No. This one is not one that you've ever heard of.
So
what-
different than Solus.
So Solus was a lute, and Arasil is a dagger.
This is a third one that we do.
A lute?
Yes. A lute is a guitar, yes.
Ah,
So
that kind of
Solus
lute.
is a lute. This one specifically is a scale.
Like a weighing scale.
Yes.
Appreciate you taking
Okay.
As what would you? Are you guys staying in the room? Is there anything that you guys would like to do past this point? Or
I suppose we've done whatever.
What does the statue look like, the new one?
this new statue is a female statue. What it fully looks like is a divine looking being. Long hair, almost looks similar to Arasil, but in different clothing.
Okay. So we know of Arasil and Solus.
Mhm.
We just rebuilt this Arasil twin. And the third one was a Solus twin. Interesting.
Well,
You guys think about this.
we stopped the whispers and the screams, and I think that's good enough for me.
I have to find a way to get this stupid thing off my spear.
Well, for now, why don't we go kill a rat?
I agree. I want to forget about this for a while. Yeah, I don't know how much time I have left down
Yeah. You guys go on ahead and make sure everything's okay. I need to take another peek in the room there.
here. Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna especially conceal the gun with the Dude, is the mark on both guns? Okay. I'm gonna definitely tuck both of those in my coat and take another step back into the Arasil room and like knock. Like, hey Arasil.
Immediately as soon as you walk in there, every single trace of what happened or what was in there of that room, the statue, the mark on the ground, the altars that were there of like fire, are all gone.
Oh. Well, I don't know. You may be completely gone.
As do you take a full step into the room? Your gun flashes as suddenly the entire room changes. You see a vision of what this room used to be. You see that there is an altar at the very front of where Arasil's was. and it is the statue you just rebuilt. You see people praising in front of it, and then you see a crimson dagger stabbing in the back of them. And then you watch up, and you see Solus coming up and killing some of the followers. And same with the person who looked like Solus as well. What you can tell from just the pure intent of it, it seems like whatever was this other fourth person, the other three gods, not just Erisel, doesn't like them being around. As the room turns back into what it is, and you have no traces of Erisel in here. Catch back up with the other two. Yeah.
So you really thought he was a magician back there? You weren't just joking or lying?
What?
I mean, in your drunken state, you weren't trying to be humorous. You legitimately thought he was doing magic.
Marcus? Yeah. Marcus is the greatest magician I have ever met in my life.
Can he blow bubbles too?
Well, no. He can do far greater things than blow bubbles.
Like what?
He can summon a pigeon from his sleeve.
Really?
At any time.
Are you serious?
I mean, like any time.
Wow.
He can have you pick a number and then make that number appear on a card.
Really?
Are you guys like back in the room with like the rap?
I think we're walking.
We're almost there.
Okay.
I mean, like, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
And you'd never guess.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's such power
Yeah.
in one man's hands.
Man. So you aspire to be such a great magician like him?
Of course.
Like catching up at this point, like you got a long way to go.
I'm getting there, though. I mean, just the other day, I managed to get a soul feather out of my own sleeve. I don't know where it came from, but the point is, I want to be like Marcus, an upstanding magician with great power, with power beyond fathom.
Unfathomable?
Without fathom.
Well, I mean, I'm no judge of magic. In fact, I often don't like it. But you seem like a mighty fine magician to me.
You're not too bad.
And that's where Drew walks.
Who's here?
But yeah. As I made the other person's name, Ratatouille.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wow, it's crazy how you said that right after the other two.
Wait, what did I do?
No, it's crazy that you said that right after the other two. You just knew that off the top of your head. Congrats.
As the three people's names.
Yeah.
But as you guys meet back up with Julius Cheeser, Ratatouille, and Splinter. You guys walk into the room. What are you guys saying? They're kind of just gathering up their stuff because they're probably gonna leave after this.
Julius, are you guys ready?
We're ready. So we have a plan. What do you guys think about wearing clothes that might have a little bit of like disease on them?
How
I'm not a
infectious
fan.
is the disease?
I'd say 50-50.
I like those odds.
Okay. Yeah. I could definitely like make you guys look like rats, you know? And then we could get right up on the Rat King and be like, hey, there's some adventurers, and then like, you know, he runs out and then we stab him in the back.
So you have costumes that look exactly like rats.
Well, if you guys like hunch over, it looked like you dressed like us, so that way you guys look like rats. You know?
I like it.
Like Nibbles and Squeaks both had like a little bit of like a hunch on them. So like if you just hunch a little bit, you know, they'll never know.
That makes sense.
I like it. I think this is gonna go really well.
I think this is gonna go absolutely amazing.
Where do I put my spear?
Oh, you spear.
Just leave it in the hallway. You can call it back.
Yeah, but the last time that happened,
Somebody closed the
the
door.
bakery, Remember the bakery?
Yeah. Well,
We don't want the bakery. Well, I guess it is an abandoned area, and there are no bakers around that could,
or bakers, daughters, or dogs.
or that anyone that could have an expensive medical bill.
No wonder you guys are F rank.
As you guys approach, you guys see that obviously Ratatouille, which is the priestess, is the one that's taking the lead as she kind of starts jumping across these little things, and she gets up to the other two rat priestesses. As she walks up to them, you see them start to discuss and diverse as she's going to roll with advantage. You guys can't fully hear their conversation from all the way over here. But let's see how these rolls are. It's a DC 15 for her to be able to get over to the Rat King.
Can I be watching carefully to see how this conversation's going?
Do you want to walk up with her?
Not that close. I just want to be able to get a general sense for how her convincing is going.
So, I mean, if you could get to I'll say this, for her to hop over these rocks and stuff like that, you would have to be legitimately over on probably this rock over here to be able to actually hear.
Okay. Yeah.
So you would have to hop over a little bit.
Would that be out of the ordinary? Okay.
Probably
No,
a
I'll
little
just stay behind. I'll stay behind.
Gotcha. As you see, what you guys can tell the conversation go well, and she walks over to the Rat King. As she tells the Rat King, what was your guys' original intention? So what was your guys' original intention? Your guys' plan was kind of to tell him that people are in the dungeon? What was
we just wanted a chance to get behind him, basically.
Okay.
I specifically want to get behind the wreck.
Gotcha.
And have him not aware that something's about to happen.
Okay.
Or at least be focused on something else entirely.
So you see as the Rat King raises up his great club, smashes all the way through Ratatouille, and starts running towards your guys' direction. At you guys. But you guys can't fully tell whether it's he was mad about what she said to him and is going to fight off the other people, or if he's coming after you guys. So I'm going to give you guys, I'll say 30 seconds right now to decide. Are you guys going to go straight for it? Are you guys going to take a chance?
Can we tell anything about Rat King right now besides he's mad and running?
Can we roll?
He's mad and he's running. That's all I can tell you guys.
Okay, no rolls.
No rolls.
All right. Should we do this in character?
Yeah, whisper under breath. I think he's mad.
Is he coming for us?
Hey guys, I'm not gonna lie. He does this pretty often. Sometimes he just squishes people. That's why I don't really like him that much. But you guys want to just go all out?
Do you think he's running at us or?
We don't have time to discuss this.
Screw it! I immediately pull out my gun. I'm going to use Deadeye Trick Shot and shoot my secret bullet at him.
Gotcha. I'll give you advantage on this.
Well, that would be triple advantage. Deadeye already gives me advantage.
So
Okay, I'll just take regular advantage.
Gotcha.
Okay. A 20 is good. My highest, 30-20.
It definitely hits. Let me pull up.
Thank God for that advantage. The second one was a 1.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank God my to hit is so high. The +8/+2.
Awesome. Let me fully pull up
You're a marksman
I don't know what this bullet does.
between the eyes. Turns him into.
That was my Deadeye, so I like. This is technically
this is
trick
a
shot.
randomized bullet, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Where? Oh, I lost his stat block.
I forgot I can spend some rat points
Yeah.
for spell slots.
Because there is a beefy rat that I.
Oh, you ready?
All right. I guess I just got to use an adult red dragon. What? That's the closest thing to it, man. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's just nothing else I could do. No, I'm kidding. Fully. Okay, so Let me pull this up. I had it written down. It would be a Tarask, but okay. So, Drew, on this specific thing, I want you to roll a D100.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
9.
Okay.
That wasn't even. That was just a drop.
Can I can I roll a real dice?
Oh.
I just kind of dropped it onto 9.
Unfortunately not. You have Ice Storm on top of this. So what Ice Storm fully is, a hail of rock hard ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius, a 40-foot cylinder high, centered on a point within range, so where P is. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 46 cold damage on a failed save, and half as much on a successful one. The area of effect turns into difficult terrain until the end of your next turn. This is cast at a 5th level, and usually it's a 4th. So the bludgeoning damage is increased by a d8 on top of it. So that is going to be. This is a dexterity saving throw for him. So you do your normal damage on top of it, though. As that's a 7, so he takes the full damage.
Does the bullet do extra damage? Because like with my shadow bullet, I get extra damage on top of it, or does it just do regular bullet damage?
What do you mean?
Like shadow bullet, that's a regular bullet damage plus 2d6.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
roll
so it's-
regular damage, or
No, so it's both of them.
okay, so regular
Like,
plus
you get
2d6,
D8 plus 2d6, yeah.
d8 plus 2d6 plus regular.
What do you mean?
Shadow bullet is regular plus 2d6.
Yeah, so that's just what it normally is, and then I'll roll the.
Okay, so a d8 and 2d6.
So on his dexterity saving throw, he fails. So do the normal amount of damage real quick for me.
Woo! 15.
Gotcha, 15, and then on top of that, I'm gonna hand you. You need an extra. So this right here, John Mark, do you have a D6?
Yeah.
Gotcha, and then there's one more, and that's a draw.
So excited. Just these?
So
Yep.
crazy. He said just these?
All right. 8, 14, 15, 20, 26, 29.
29, so it's 29 plus the original. I think 16. So that's 45, correct? Holy moly. As this thing has gotten taken down from full to around like 25% health left, as that is now difficult terrain. And you said that was what, 29, right? Your damage for that? Yeah. The ice one specifically, the ice storm.
Yes, 29.
29. That kills off both of the people that are in here with them. So it is just the Rat King now. I don't know why she's still here. She got killed.
So that was an action. I still have a bonus action. Bonus action, I'm going to load in my shadow bullet. And then I'm going to action surge. And use my final Deadeye and shoot that as well.
Go for it.
I'm not giving this guy a chance,
Not
bro.
a single.
So I shoot my first bullet. Low-key surprises me and like almost like blows me off of my feet. And then on the recoil, reload. See if I can land the shot. It'd be really stupid if I didn't. That 20.
Holy moly. Oh my gosh. Okay. Roll damage, mister.
What is rules for this?
So you said your shadow bullet?
It's regular damage plus 2d6 plus
Okay.
blinding if he doesn't pass the save.
So
I don't know that we're gonna need the blinding.
all of that's going to be together. So it's gonna double the damage for all of that.
Oh my god. So okay, 2d8 at 4d6. And then so considering or if he lives this, It's gonna be a wisdom saving throw of 30.
Gotcha. We'll see. Wait. Let me write it down. Exactly how many hit points he has
popcorn
left.
or something.
I wasn't taking the chance.
I have it written down exactly how much health he has left. Let me make it a little bit bigger so that it's for the people. Go for it.
We got an 8, 9, 7 plus 2, 11, 14, 16, 22.
As with 22 damage, you kill him by 4, as he had 18 health remaining.
Wow.
As I don't have a character sheet to rip up, but if I did, I would. As you guys just killed my big boss monster in one turn. I want to let it be known. I want to let it be known right now. That was a wild magic circle table roll. If you rolled 1 before, it would have been an ice storm centered on yourself. So that bullet was fully randomized. A 9 was the right roll to do. I'll tell you that. Oh my gosh, that was probably one of the most insane rounds of combat I've ever seen, as it lasted legitimately only 1 round. It was a perfect roll on a wild magic table and a nat 20 to fully kill this boss monster. As he's gone in 1 turn. What does it look like as you fully obliterate this guy in 1 turn of combat?
So he's running towards us. We're all stressed out.
Yeah.
Screw it. I flip my gun around. I already have the bullet loaded in. Shoot the ice storm bullet. It like fully like knocks my gun out of my hand because I was not expecting that. I spin, draw my other gun while I'm flipping it out. I like open the chamber, load the last bullet in, and like fan the hammer, fire it at his head.
As you see, fully obliterated his entire body. His entire body from the first round. And then immediately you see his... Because were you going for the head on the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. You see that the head fully explodes as well, only leaving his 2 little eyeballs that drop down to the floor. As I want all of you guys to make a perception check right now.
I got a 19.
16.
7.
As you see, another Skaven does it. This one that you know is Darius Stormbringer. Grabs the eyes and disappears and turns invisible.
We know Darius?
Darius Stormbringer was the one that Godfrey poured. Godfrey poured the...
Oh my god.
As he just went to go steal credit for your guys' biggest accomplishment.
I sprint to where that last was to see if I can feel anything, footsteps or anything.
Gotcha. Roll a perception check at disadvantage.
I throw my spear into the center of the place that he was standing.
Gotcha. Go for it.
That's a 12.
You do not see him. See anything that would
Throw my
indicate.
spear, and that's going to be... Oh, that's not bad. Hold on. Throw my spear, and that's a 21.
Strikes right through. Does not hit.
There's nothing I can do.
Cast fireball.
Like he's still here somewhere
Somewhere, yeah.
within the in the room with us. He's not like teleporting. Right?
You didn't sense that he teleported. It looked like it was an invisibility.
So I'm going to cast alarm around kind of the bridge area that we're near, so that if something crossed through like this large area into the hallway to get out, I would know.
Is it is alarm something that you have to spend time on doing, or is that just an action and it's there?
Alarm is it lasts for casting time is a minute and it lasts for 8 hours.
Unfortunately, you don't have enough time to put it up. But I will say, you guys hear a scream from the other side of the hallway as you hear Darius yelling at something.
Oh, I run to that as fast as I possibly can.
You guys run across. Your Skaven buddies come with you. As immediately the eyeballs are dropped to the floor, as you see a silhouetted figure in like floating above the green like sludge. As you see a vivid image of the goddess that you guys just restored. That just stopped Darius from running off with your guys' big catch. As that's where we're going to end off this episode. And we'll see you guys next month for session 3 of Fated for Fortune. We'll see you guys later.